Ayan.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning. Mga teachers all over the country. Nandito na naman po kami upang maghatid ng panibagong kaalaman sa ating mga kaguruan sa buong Pilipinas. Tama po ba ako, Ma'am Weng?
Yes. Good morning to everyone. I hope this morning na mag-enjoy kayo because exciting ang ating webinar today kasi meron po tayong international speaker and also mga distinguished speaker na invited natin na talagang proven na magagaling sila. So, but before that, Sir Buds, ano yung una natin gagawin?
So I think let's have a prayer first to be led by our educational technology specialist from SDO Makati and now a detailed at the central office. Let's all welcome Ma'am Rowena A. Reyes.
Okay, so let's pray before we start. So let's place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Father God, today we will be starting this webinar sessions for mathematics. First, we want to thank you, Lord, for all the blessing we have received this far. We thank you also for giving us the opportunity to come together and train on this momentous day. We pray that you bless all the committees in charge, that they fulfill their tasks responsibly, that the objective they have set may all be achieved. Your generous blessing will mean the success of this webinar. We know that without it, we can do nothing. May you bless the participants so that they will be able to glean significant knowledge that they can apply to their profession as teachers to their respective school. Strengthen our confidence in who you have made us to be, set us free from comparison in order to work together efficiently. Bless this webinar, the speaker today, all participants, as well as the lives of those who will encounter afterward. Ready us to make every moment count. This we ask, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. So, good morning, Sir Buds.
Good morning, Ma'am Weng. So that's a very wonderful prayer na talagang so we need this prayer at this point kasi alam naman natin yung kinakaharap natin ngayon. We are facing this COVID pandemic pero tayong mga Pilipino, marami na tayong pinag-aanan. Malalagpasan natin lahat yan. Tama ba, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, malalagpasan natin at kailangan lagi tayong parte sa mga solusyon. Ayan, Sir Buds, bago dyan, kailangan muna tayo.
So formally start our program. I think we will have our opening message to be delivered by the head of our Educational Technology Unit ang nagpasimula ng technological revolution at ang magpapasimula rin ng edutourism sa Pilipinas. Let's all welcome our head of the Educational Technology Unit, Mr. Mark Anthony C. Good morning, Sir Mark.
Hello. Good morning, Sir Buds, and good morning. Ayan. So I need to cover first my face. Ayan. Kasi for safety measures, dahil alam niyo na, kagabi ay medyo may kaunting fever pero wala naman tayong symptoms. Magandang sigurado lang po. At okay na, normal na ulit ang aking temperature. But just to make sure, ayan, dapat health is wealth talaga. Sobrang pagod lang, kaya medyo nilalagnat kahapon. So, to our participants who are joining us in this session, the Math Tech Day, I welcome all of you to this activity natin to talk about EdTech. Wala tayong binimena actually for all. So for today, we will be having our partners, Esperanza, na magbabahagi ng mga kaalaman na makakatulong sa ating pagtuturo at yung normal classroom na ating ginagawa. Pagdating sa inyong matutunan, I am very sure na ito ay inyong magagamit sa inyong instruction. Maging ito man ay online asynchronous o online asynchronous classes. So, to all of our participants na nanonood, please take down notes, makinig ng mabuti, at kung sakaling kayo po ay may mga katanungan o questions, huwag po kayong mahihiyang mag-message dahil susubukan po ng ating team na ito po ay matugunan. Again, to all of our participants, ang amin pong ipapakita sa araw na ito o session ay may kinalaman plainly for the math subject. Huwag po kayong mag-alala dahil from time to time, tayo ay magkakaroon din po ng focus with other subjects. Inuna lang po natin ngayon yung tungkol sa mathematics. Kaya naman po, hindi ko na patatagalin at ibabalik ko na po sa ating mga host. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta. This session is also recorded. Therefore, it can be played also to our DepEd TV channel para naman po sa professional development program kung saan yung mga hindi maka-access dahil nasa internet po ito ay maaari po nilang mapanood gamit naman ang kanilang mga television at maaari mapakinggan sa mga radio stations. Dahil lagi nga na aking binabanggit, ang session na ginagawa ng Educational Technology Unit ay binabangga din po natin sa TV-based broadcast at sa ating radio-based instruction. Kaya naman po, konting tiyaga at konting putay lang po at ang airing po ng DepEd TV channel ay malapit na. Kaya patuloy lang po ang ating pagsuporta. Maraming salamat po.
Ayan, thank you, Sir Mark, for that very informative
Thank you so much.
message. So talagang, sabi nga na Sir Mark, no, kung noong nakaraan, medyo general ang approach natin, na talagang across all subjects ang dinidiscuss natin. So ngayon, we will now start yung specialized training for a specific subject na taon lang nauna ang math. Tama ba, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, nauna lang talaga.
Yes, tama.
Nasa iba
Nauna
pang
lang
mga subjects.
pero may mga susunod pa rin tayo na yes, tama po.
Yun. So talagang sa ibang
Ayan, so huwag na natin patagalin.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone is excited today. Yeah, thank you, Sir Mark, for your opening remarks. Yan. So, ayan, Sir Bud, huwag na natin patagalin. Alam ko ang ating mga live participants are very much excited to hear kung ano yung my experience nila today and also yung matitake away nila this morning. So,
Yes,
yan. So,
I think you do the honor naman to present our speaker.
Yes. Yes. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker this morning. Nako, talagang everyone may excite. So, this is a subject in which we should all be deeply interested. No, interested talaga tayo sa subject na to because it's Math Day. Okay? Diba, Sir Bads?
Yes, ma'am.
Yan. So, our speaker has been producing math videos in English and Filipino through his YouTube channel. So, ang YouTube channel niya po ay The Number Bender. At this time, he has over 800 curriculum-based math lessons, which is still growing with the past 2 video content each week. Wow, ang galing. He also received his Silver Play Button Award and reached over 120 subscribers to date. This video that he produced are the same videos he is using his flipped, blended, and online classroom for Barzo Community College, West Coast University, and Chapman University since 2013. An Apple Distinguished Educators. One of his projects is conducting presentation and workshop internationally. It's his advocacy to encourage educators in becoming content creator and to promote accessibility and equity through online learning. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I call on our distinguished speaker for this morning from United States of America, Dr. Peter Esperanza.
Hello
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Magandang araw po. Good morning
Yes, good morning.
Nice to see you again, sir. It's
Yes.
been a long time.
Kumusta naman po kayo, sir?
Okay naman po ako, Ma'am Weng. Maraming salamat po sa masaya at maganda niyo pong introduction para sa akin. At Sir Bads, nice seeing you po uli. At kay Sir
Yes, sir.
Mark, Yung dalawang Sir Mark, hello
Yes,
po,
sir.
good morning po sa inyong lahat. At salamat po ulit sa pag-imbita sa akin dito po sa DepEd EdTech. At ngayon, yes, special dahil share ko naman sa inyo yung subject na expertise ko, which is mathematics.
So, ayan, no? Sir Peter, siguro hindi
Yes.
natin patatagalin. Marami na ang excited at nakaabang. Talagang kapag nakita ka agad si Sir Peter at ang Casio, talagang abang na abang yan kasi talagang simula nung pandemic na ito, Casio and Sir Peter ay lagi natin kasama sa ating mga webinar. So, Sir Peter, it's your time. Thank you, Sir Peter.
Yes.
Alright, Sir Bads, maraming salamat ulit sa introduction. And again, maraming salamat po sa DepEd sa pag-imbita po sa akin lagi. And today nga po, sabi nga po ni Ma'am Weng, it's going to be special dahil specialized yung ating webinar for today, specifically sa mathematics. At ngayon pong araw na ito ay isi-share ko sa inyo yung mga ginagamit kong apps, mga ginagamit kong mga softwares at technology sa paggawa ko po ng math lessons para po sa aking mga synchronous at asynchronous math lessons. At meron po akong presentation na inhanda sa inyo at bibigyan ko po kayo ng konti or summary nung ginagawa ko po ditong pagtuturo dito sa Amerika. So, sa aking pong presentation, makikita nyo po na ako po ay gumagamit ng ilan sa mga apps at ang mga apps na isi-share ko sa inyo today would be Desmos, Explain Everything, yung Keynote ko po, which is yung PowerPoint version po ng Apple Computer, at yung aking pong one variable statistics na software na ginagamit, at yun yung applet na ipapakita ko po sa inyo. So, ito po yung ilan sa mga apps and softwares na ginagamit ko kapag po nagtuturo ako dito po sa aking mga tinuturuan sa California. So, sabi nga po ni Ma'am Weng, ako nga po ay nagtuturo dito sa Barstow Community College, sa Chapman University, at saka sa West Coast University ng Mathematics. Pero po, before po ako naging full-time math professor, ako po ay 15 years na nagtuturo sa Barstow High School. And the reason po kung bakit ko po na-produce yung mga math videos ko ay dahil po sa pagtuturo ko po ng grade 7 na algebra lesson all the way to 12th grade calculus lesson na ginagamit ko pa rin po hanggang ngayon para sa mga students ko sa after-school program ko po sa mga high school students sa Barstow. So, kwento ko lang po, meron po akong synchronous at asynchronous na modality na ginagamit. So, nabanggit rin po ni Sir Mark C na ang synchronous at asynchronous model of learning ay applicable sa online at saka sa offline modality. So, pwedeng sa TV, pwedeng sa computer, pwede sa data ng phone. So, sa Chapman University po at sa West Coast University, fully online po yung ginagamit kong model. Pero pagdating po sa Barstow Community College, dito ko po pinagsasama yung synchronous at asynchronous model of teaching na kung saan parehas na method po yung ginagamit ko para magturo ako ng math doon sa mga students ko dito. So paano po nangyayari yung synchronous at asynchronous? So mahalaga pong i-share ko ito sa inyo dahil po malapit na ang pasukan at dito po sa mga natutunan ko base sa experience ko po bilang online instructor mula po 2013, ang routine po ay napakahalaga. So ang routine ko po, Monday, yun yung aking asynchronous type of learning kasi doon nila nakikita yung aking announcement, weekly announcement at ang aking mga video announcement na papanoorin ng mga bata. Wednesday, doon yung aking synchronous na pagtuturo dahil doon nandun kami sa Zoom meeting or Zoom conference para at the same time nandun kami sa iisang lugar. Sa DepEd, ang alam ko ang ginagamit nyo sa Philippines ay Google Meet. So, yun yung ginagamit ko every Wednesday. And then yung Sunday, yun yung kanilang routine na deadline ng submission ng lahat ng tasks na ina-assign ko sa kanila every week. So to give you a little bit of an idea kung ano ang nangyayari sa aking Monday schedule. So sa Monday schedule, nagbibigay ako ng welcome or ng aking introduction video. So basically binibigay ko sa kanila yung kanilang weekly expectations and also binibigay ko sa kanila yung lesson na ibibigay ko sa kanila for the entire week. And this is a proven method para maging engaged ang ating mga students sa online learning dahil nakikita nila tayo at napapanood tayo ng mga students natin sa kanilang mga computer or sa TV. And then pagdating ng Wednesday, ito naman yung aking synchronous type of teaching kasi dito, every Wednesday, from 10 a.m. up until 11 a.m. in the morning, nagbibigay ako sa kanila ng mga lessons ko na kung saan yung lesson na napanood nila nung Monday ay yun din yung lesson syempre na mas bibigyan ko ng emphasis dahil makakapagbigay na ako sa kanila ng live lesson tulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon na live lesson. So interactive na ito. Pwede na silang magtanong sa akin, magko-comment sila dun sa chat box at doon kami mag-i-interact. So yan yung aking Wednesday classroom na tulad nga ng sinabi ko nung aking unang bisita dito, ang flipped classroom modality ay nagwo-work pa rin sa online dahil dito nagkakaroon pa rin ako ng flipped classroom method dahil nga napanood na nila yung aking lesson nung Lunes at Wednesday naman doon kami nagkakaroon ng interaction. At isa-submit nila yung aking mga tasks na ibibigay sa kanila for that week at ang mga tasks nila is yung notes nila at yung problem set na ibibigay ko after ng aming Wednesday meeting. So mapapansin nyo, nasulat kamay lang yung ginagawa nila dahil gusto ko pa rin ibigay sa kanila yung traditional feel of learning na kung saan natututo ang mga bata sa pagsulat ng kanilang mga lessons sa notes nila. So ipapasa nila yan sa Canvas, yun yung aking LMS, at yun yung i-grade ko sa kanila. So yan yung aking synchronous at asynchronous modality na ginagamit sa school ko ngayon at nagiging synchronous siya dahil pag Wednesday, yun yung time namin to see each other. So sa experience ko as an online instructor, mas maganda na pag-sama-samahin natin yung mga strategies na alam natin dahil the more na nakikita tayo ng mga students natin, the more na na-engage sila at the more na nakakapagbigay tayo ng effective way of teaching. So sa totally asynchronous naman, yung Chapman at saka sa West Coast University, ang mawawala lang dyan is yung aking Wednesday meeting dahil wala kaming asynchronous or wala kaming set schedule. Yung mga bata, magagawa lang ng mga homework nila for the entire week na isasubmit nila ng Sunday. So yan yung synchronous at asynchronous way of teaching na ginagamit ko mula pa noong 2013. And again, routine is extremely important sa pagtuturo po ng alternative or distance learning. So sa ngayon po, magfo-focus ako sa paggamit ko ng app at paggamit ko ng mga web applications na nakakatulong po sa akin sa pagtuturo ko ng algebra, trigonometry, at lahat po ng klase na tinuturuan ko dito po sa California. So, gagamitin natin si Desmos sa algebra, trig, calculus, at geometry. At gagamit naman tayo ng applet para po sa statistics na ipapakita ko rin po sa inyo maya-maya lamang. And to give you an idea kung paano ko ginagawa itong aking alternative way of teaching, panoorin po natin itong munting video na isi-share ko sa inyo. Number 4, alternative learning modality for our Pinoy students. Dahil sa Pilipinas, napansin ko, lalo na kaya nandito ako sa California, laging narinig ko sa balita na walang pasok dahil sa bagyo, walang pasok dahil sa holiday, walang pasok dahil sa pagputok ng bulkan, walang pasok dahil sa mga kaganapan na hindi inasahan. So, mangyayari, nagkakaroon o naglilitahan yung mga students natin na magkaroon ng mas maraming oras para matuto sa loob ng klase. At ang nangyayari, nahuhuli sila or kailangan nilang tawag sa amin, mag-uyan ng araw para maka-make up nung mga days na walang pasok. So, ito yung isa sa paraan. Imagine nyo, yung mga natatraffic natin, mga estudyante, pwede nilang gamitin yung ating English lesson, math lessons, yung ating araling panlipunan lesson, yung ating iba pang mga lessons para habang nasa bahay sila dahil walang pasok or dahil may bagyo or dahil may sakit sila or dahil na-stuck sila sa traffic, makakapag-aral pa rin sila through your videos. At sa ngayon, may mga ilang mga YouTuber or EduTuber na nag-produce ng mga lessons nila online, pero kakaunti pa lang sa ngayon. At kung makakuha tayo ng mas maraming educator na makapagbibigay ng curriculum-based na lessons sa YouTube, maaaring matuto din sila hindi lang ng mathematics sa mga videos ko, maaari din silang matuto ng iba't ibang lessons syempre na matututunan nila dahil sa expertise nyo. Yan. So, sabi nga po ni Donna Abernathy, which is, siya po ay isang author ng mga libro, online learning is not the next big thing because it is the now big thing. So, wala na po tayong time para mag-isip-isip kung effective ba or gagana ba ang online learning dahil po sa ngayon, ito po yung paraan natin para po makapagturo at ito yung ibinibigay namin sa inyo ng DepEd at ng ating mga webinars na binibigay araw-araw para matulungan namin kayong maging prepared pagdating ng pasukan sa paggamit ng technology para sa ating mga students. And again, sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, meron po akong YouTube channel at Facebook page. So, bisitahin niyo po yung aking Facebook page at yung aking YouTube channel para po magamit ninyo yung mga contents na ginawa ko na available din po sa DepEd Commons. So, lahat po ng videos ko ay isinashare ko sa inyo at yan pong lahat ay para sa inyo. And without further ado, web demonstration na po tayo at ipapakita ko na sa inyo ang rason kung bakit po ako nandito ngayon at yun ay dahil gusto kong i-share sa inyo yung aking applications at aking mga ginagamit sa pagtuturo ko dito sa aking klase sa Barstow, California. Ngayon po, ang ibibigay ko sa inyo is tatlo munang apps para hindi naman kayo masyadong ma-overwhelmed. So, ang gagamitin ko pong platform ay iPad. So, ito po yung aking iPad. So, yan yung iPad na gagamitin ko ngayon at ito yung gagamitin nating platform sa pagtuturo para magamit ko at ma-share sa inyo yung mga apps na ibibigay ko po sa inyo. So, ito pong iPad, meron po siyang keynote or yung PowerPoint presentation. So, yung PowerPoint presentation na ginawa ko sa aking computer, sinesave ko siya dito sa aking iPad para po, hindi nyo po pala nakikita yung aking iPad. Pasensya na po. So, isi-share ko muna yung aking screen dahil kailangan nyo makita yung nakikita ko. Ayan. So, buti na lang at naisip ko na paano kaya nila nakikita yung nakikita ko. So anyhow, so I hope na nakikita nyo yung nakikita ko dahil sabi ko nga po, ito yung gagamitin natin para po ma-share ko sa inyo yung mga apps na gagamitin ko. At itong pencil na to or stylus, ito yung magiging extension natin ng whiteboard or blackboard natin sa mga students natin. So I'm assuming na nakikita nyo na po yung aking keynote presentation. Yan. At ang mapapansin nyo po, yung keynote ko po or presentation or slides ay piniplay ko po dito sa iPad. At ang maganda po sa iPad, pwede po nating i-annotate or sulatan yung ating mga presentation na parang nagtuturo lang tayo sa smartboard. Kaya madaling-madali po ang pagtuturo. So, papakita ko po sa inyo kung paano ko siya ginagamit. So, tulad nga po ng sinabi ko, gagamit ako ng mga applets. Yan yung mga applets na isi-share ko sa inyo today. So, stick around. Medyo mabilis yung aking mga isi-share sa inyo dahil gusto ko lang makita ninyo yung power ng mga applications na ginagamit ko. Pero ang kagandahan po dito sa ating webinar is pwede nyo pong ulitin ito at i-replay para po mapanood nyo ulit at mas maintindihan nyo po kung paano ko ginagamit yung mga apps ko. So, ang una ko pong gagawin is i-touch natin ang grade 7, quarter 1, week 3 lesson ng math operation. Ito po ay ayon sa ating MELC or most essential learning competencies or learning competencies. So lahat po ngayon ng ipapakita ko sa inyo ay curriculum-based at naaayon sa DepEd's MELC standard. At lahat po ng yan ay inaayos ko ngayon. Gumagawa po ako ng playlist na kung saan yung bawat isa po dito po sa mga contents na to ay i-hit ko at mabibigyan ko po kayo ng video content sa English at Filipino tulad po ng mga lessons ko sa YouTube. So, do stick around at i-share ko sa inyo yung information na yan later on. So, integers. So, ito po, paano ko po ginagamit yung aking iPad? Ginagamit ko po siyang parang smartboard dahil pwede po tayong magsulat dito po sa ating presentation. So, sa lesson on integers, mas matuturuan natin yung mga bata natin na maintindihan yung number line as opposed to turuan natin silang mag-memorize ng rule dahil I can tell you right now, it's not gonna work dahil ito po yung bagay na bumabagabag sa akin nung bata ako. Hindi ko po talaga natutunan yung addition and subtraction of integers until nakita ko at nagamit ko ang number line. So, paano gumagamit ng number line? Alam natin, 7 minus 2. Magsa-start tayo sa 7. So, ito si 7. At since negative 2, it means moving 2 units to the left. 1, 2 to the left dahil negative sign ang ating function or ang ating operation. And it will end up at 5. So, yan po yung paggamit ng ating number line. So, second example, meron tayong 3 minus 8. So, magsa-start tayo sa 3. So, pansin nyo po, nakikita ng mga bata yung nangyayari sa presentation. Kaya po talagang powerful siya. And then, move 8 units to the left dahil minus yung ating operation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At ang sagot ay negative 5. So, yan po yung mga power ng keynote presentation or ng iPad na ginagamit ko sa aking pagtuturo. At ito pong nakikita nyo po sa side na ito, wag po kayo masyadong ma-intimidate. Gagamitin ko po yan maya-maya lang. Pero gusto ko munang i-highlight yung power ng stylus at ng iPad sa pagtuturo ng mathematics. So yan yung isa sa mga lessons under MELC. Ito naman ay grade 7, quarter 2, week 8, solving linear equation. Again, yan po ay under ulit ng ating most essential learning competencies. At sa solving equation, mas maganda na nagagamit natin yung pencil. So, papakita natin sa kanila, pinapakita ko sa mga students ko na bago sa algebra, na ang pagsagot ng equation ay parang pagsagot lang ng mga problems nila nung bata sila, fill in the blank, or completing equation. So, alam natin na 2 yung kailangan to complete the equation. At dito natin ipapasok yung concept ng algebra na from the box, now we're changing the box into an X. At dito natin ibibigay yung concept ng property of additive inverse. So napansin nyo, pwede akong magsulat dito sa iPad. So yan yung kagandahan sa paggamit ng iPad. And then ipapakita natin yung additive inverse property sa pag-solve ng equation, which means we're going to subtract 5 on both sides. Dito papasok yung balancing equation. Whatever you do on the left side, you have to do it on the right side. At nakikita ng mga bata, kahit hindi kayo nakikita physically, at least nakikita ng mga bata yung procedure or yung analytical way on how to solve an equation. So 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. So nakakapag-annotate ako gamit yung aking pencil, and at the same time, nagagamit ko yung power ng presentation para mapakita yung ginawa kong animation dun sa aking slide. And again, lesson number 2, ito yung ating grade 8 or grade 7 lesson. And then, punta naman tayo ngayon sa grade 10, quarter 1, week 7. And again, ang goal po natin ngayon is mapakita ko lang sa inyo yung power ng mga applications na ginagamit ko. Hindi po natin goal na ituro sa inyo lahat noong content ng mga topics and subjects. So, a little bit of examples lang po. So, ngayon, nandito na po tayo sa example number 3. At ito yung lesson natin on polynomial functions, on how to understand notations. So, lagi ko po sinasabi sa mga estudyante ko na ang mathematics is a foreign language. At tulad ng mga foreign language, you need to know how to read it, you need to know how to write it, and you need to understand the symbols behind it. So, yung mga symbols na yan, sa mga bata, Chinese or something really foreign yung mga samples na yan. Kahit pa sabihin natin na f of x is equal to 0, ibig sabihin niya na kukunin natin yung solution ng function. At f of 0 equal to a number is basically finding the point on a given function at the certain value of x. Hindi pa rin maiintindihan ng mga bata yan. However, kapag ginamitan natin siya ng Desmos, ito na po si Desmos. At dito ko ipapakita ang power ng visualization and connecting a graph and a visual function bago natin ituro yung procedural process ng pagtuturo ng algebra sa ating mga bata. So, paano natin i-access ang Desmos? Type nyo lang desmos.com and yan na po, lalabas na po ang desmos.com sa Google nyo. So, always use Google Chrome kasi mas reliable po ang Google Chrome compared sa ano pang mga browser na gagamitin ninyo. So, andito na po tayo at mag-graph ako at ipapakita ko sa kanila yung concept ng solution at ang concept ng point on a function using a graph. Ang example natin is yung 3x plus 6 na yan yung function na gagamitin natin. At paano natin magbibigay yung function na yan? Ibibigay natin yung concept na ang f of x equal to 0 ay ang dinaglat or ang hindi dinaglat ay ang symbol or notation na ginagamit natin to find the solution of a given function, or basically to describe it, it is the intersection or point of intersection of your f of x at y equal to 0. So basically, hahanapin nyo kung saan nag-intersect yung inyong function sa horizontal axis. So ipapakita nyo ngayon yung Desmos sa mga bata, kopyahin nyo yung 3x plus 6 at lalabas na yung graph ng ating function. And it's really powerful kasi maiintindihan ng mga bata na ang pagkuha lang pala ng solution sa graph ay yung point of intersection ng inyong graph on the x-axis. So ibig sabihin, ang solution ng ating function na ito ay x equal to negative 2. Kasi andito yung ating x-coordinate. Dahil nga ito ay solution, ang solution ay x value ng point, or pwede nyo ring isulat yung x equal to negative 2 na solution as a point which is negative 2 and 0. So kailangan malaman ng mga bata yung visual way on how you solve a certain problem in algebra, at ito po yung ginagawa natin. At paano naman yung solution or pag-solve ng function na ito? Pagkuha ng f of x equal to a number, and in this case, ano ang f of 0? So ipapakita nyo muna visually at ang f of 0, sasabihin nyo sa mga bata, ano ang value ng y kung x is equal to 0. Ito ang x equal to 0, at ito ang y, value ng y at x equal to 0, at yan ay point din, at yan ay 0 and 6. So ang f of 0 ay equal to 6, which is also a point, at ipapakita nyo yung notation na ang f of 0 equal to 6 ay ordered pair ng point on a line. And then, pag napakita nyo na yan, tsaka nyo sila bibigyan ng lesson on how to solve this analytically. Which means, yung f of x equal to 0, isosolve na natin siya using algebra, which is 3x plus 6 equal to 0, minus 6 on both sides. So you'll have 3x equal to negative 6, divide both sides by 3, and x is equal to negative 2. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po yung aking pagsusulat dahil po ako po ay nagmamadali. Or hindi naman nagmamadali, pero gusto ko matapos agad para marami akong mabigay sa inyo. But see, mas nakikita ng mga bata, nakikita nila yung connection kung bakit nakukuha si negative 2, dahil nakita nila sa graph, at ngayon, alam na nila kung bakit at para saan yung math solution na ginagawa ng mga bata. At ang f of 0 ng 3x plus 6, isa-substitute nyo yung value ng 0 sa x. So meron tayong 0 plus 6. So ang f of 0 ay equal to 6, which is a point in a line, which is 0 and 6. Which is tama naman kasi nandito siya. So napakita nyo yung inyong function graphically using Desmos, at napakita nyo rin yung how to algebraically work a solution gamit ang Hino. So yan. So meron tayong function na x cubed plus x squared minus 6x, which is more exciting kasi mas makikita nila yung connection. Kasi kung kukunin natin yung solution ng f of x, syempre, dito nyo ipapasok yung degree ng polynomial. Ano ba yung sinasabi na degree of polynomial? Ang degree of polynomial is basically the highest exponent ng inyong function. At ano ang importance ng degree ng polynomial? It dictates the maximum number of solutions na meron tayo sa isang function. So, ang ating exponent ay 3. That means meron tayong 3 possibles solutions ng ating function. At yung mga bata masasabi, paano nangyari yun? Ba't tatlo ngayon na isosolve natin? Dito natin ipapakita yon sa graph. So, i-graph natin siya. Ang function natin is x raised to 3 plus x squared minus 6x. At makikita ng mga bata, oo nga, tatlo nga yung solutions. Bakit tatlo? Kasi tatlo po yung points of intersection ng red graph doon po sa x-axis. At ano-ano yung mga solutions na yun? Sasabihin nyo sa kanila kahit walang computation, ano yung mga solutions na yun? And then ipapatype mo sa mga bata yung sagot doon sa kanilang chat box at magta-type na sila ng mga sagot. And then, alam na nila na, sir, negative 3 po. So, negative, So, solution would be x equal to -3, x equal to, kukunin natin yung isa, 0, at x equal to, kukunin natin yung isa, +2. So, meron tayong tatlong solutions kasi tatlo yung point of intersections ng ating graph sa ating function. And then pagkatapos niyan, since alam na natin yung graphical way on how to solve the solutions, pakitaan nyo sila ngayon ng importance ng factoring sa pag-solve ng ating solution. So, how are you going to solve this analytically? Di ba spelling na analytically? Ulitin natin. Analytically or algebraically showing how to solve a certain problem. So to do that, dito natin ipapasok si factoring. So ito ang value ng factoring sa pag-solve ng solution. So ang ating x cubed plus x squared minus 6x can be factored out using GCF, x squared plus x minus 6. And we can further factor out our trinomial into binomial x plus minus 3 and 2, +3 and -2. And dito natin ipapasok yung zero product property para makonect natin yung mga lessons na tinuturo natin. So ngayon, ipapakita natin na ang zero product property is equating every factor of your polynomial into 0 so you can solve for the solution of your function. We already found one of the solution which is at 0. The other one is going to be x equals -3. And the last one would be x equal to 2, which is boom, boom, boom. So, na-connect nyo na yung algebra behind the solution at naiintindihan lalo ng mga bata yung ginawa nila kasi, ganun pala yun. Sa graph pala yun kinukuha sa polynomial function. And of course, yan yung ating lesson on 10th grade algebra. So, ang susunod naman na ipapakita ko sa inyo, linear system. Ang linear system, gumagamit din siya ng graph at yung ating linear system ay sa grade 8, quarter 1, week 1 up until week 8. Why? Kasi nandyan yung graphing, elimination method, substitution method, andyan din ang inequalities, andyan din yung parallel and perpendicular lines and so on. So, dito, papakita natin siyempre kung how we're going to solve for the solution of our function using graph. And how are you going to do that? Ipapakita nyo sa kanila na ang solution ng linear system ay intersection ng line 1 at line 2. So since meron tayong dalawang line, so i-type natin x plus 1 at yung line 2 would be negative x plus 5, negative x plus 5. Para mapakita nyo na ang solution ng linear system is basically finding the point of intersection of your linear equation, which is at point 2, 3, or x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So ang solution ng linear system graphically is 2, 3. Now, after nyan, tsaka nyo sila bigyan ng elimination at tsaka ng substitution method, which is basically the algebraic way on how to solve for the linear system. So ngayon na kayo magpapakitang gilas. So y equals x plus 1 and y equals negative x plus 5. Ang gagamitin nating method is elimination method because we can eliminate the values of x and now we have 2y equal to 6. So y is equal to 3. Check. So y is equal to 3. Now how are we going to find the value of x? So let's use line 1. Y equals x plus 1. We know that y is 3. So using algebra, x is equal to minus 1 on both sides. So y is equal, or x is equal to 2. Check. So, yan. At dito nyo mapapakita yung importance ng paggamit ng graph sa pag-solve ng solutions para mas maintindihan ng mga bata kung bakit natin ginagamit yung mga algebra or algebraic process sa pag-solve ng equation. And dito, pwede rin natin mapakita ng mas mabilis kung bakit makukuha natin yung parallel and perpendicular lines ng function using this application. So, kukunin lang natin yung function na 2x minus 3. Ang parallel dyan, makukuha natin kung ang slope nito ay equal to 2. Dahil kung same slope ang line 1 at line 2, ang ating lines would be parallel. So, ang ating main function is 2x minus 3. So, papakita natin sa kanila yan. At ipapakita naman natin, or a-ask nyo ngayon yung mga students nyo, magbigay kayo ng example ng line na magiging parallel kay green line na nandito. So, magbibigay ngayon yung mga bata, magta-type sila sa chat box, Sir, gawin natin si y equals 2x plus 1. Ita-type nyo naman ngayon si y equals 2x plus 1. So ngayon, nagiging interactive na yung inyong lesson. So mas natututo yung mga bata kasi nagpa-participate sila at ang daling i-participate or engganyohin sila kasi automatic yung simulation na nangyayari dito sa screen at sa Desmos. So yan yung parallel line. Now, paano naman ang perpendicular line? So ibibigay nyo ngayon ang concept ng negative reciprocal ng function. So, negative 1 all over m ng inyong function. So, kung ang function niya ay 2x minus 3, ang parallel line na papasok sa 2x minus 3 would be y equals negative 1/2 x plus, let's say, 5. So, let's see kung magiging perpendicular siya at bakit siya perpendicular. So, itatype nyo ngayon yung inyong function, negative 1/2 x plus 5. At ang kagandahan dito sa Desmos is sobrang daling i-type yung mga fractions, yung mga functions, yung mga exponents kasi hindi nyo kinakailangan ng equation editor. Lahat yan nagagawa sa keyboard. So ayan, mapapakita nyo na ang black line na yan ay perpendicular sa ating dalawang functions dahil nakabuo tayo ng 90 degrees doon sa dalawang linya. So yan yung power ng ating Desmos. So yan yung parallel and perpendicular line para sa linear system. And ang last lesson na ibibigay ko using Desmos is yung quadratic function. So dito, mabibigay natin sa kanila yung analysis ng quadratic function at hindi lang yung ituturo natin sa kanila yung quadratic formula, yung factoring techniques, yung completing the square. Ituturo natin sa kanila yung mga procedural way on how to solve for the solution of a quadratic function. Pero ipakita muna natin sa kanila yung reason or yung why doon sa mga how na ituturo natin later on. So, paano kung kukunin natin yung solution, how it opens, at yung vertex ng ating function. So, ang ating function is x squared plus 3x minus 10. So, hindi natin sila tuturuan agad nung steps. Ipakita natin sa graph. So, i-type natin yung function, x squared plus 3x minus 10. So, ngayon, paliitin nyo yung inyong function para makita ng mga bata kung ano itsura ng graph. So, alam na nila na yung parabola ay may solutions, dalawang solutions kaya dalawa yan dahil meron tayong highest exponent natin is 2. So, ano yung solution? Point of intersection po ng graph sa function. So, ang isa po is x equal to negative 5. At ang isa po ay 2, 0. Or x equal to 2. So, paano siya nag-open? It is, nakikita naman nila na it opens upwards. And dito nyo i-introduce na it's opening upwards dahil ang quadratic term ay positive. So, naiituro nyo na sa kanila yung analysis. At ngayon, ano po yung vertex? So, alam niyo, pwede nyo na i-introduce lang vertex would be the highest or the lowest point of your parabola. And in this case, ang vertex natin ay negative 1.5 and negative 12.25. Yan. So, paano natin ngayon sasabihin sa mga bata, paano po kukunin yung vertex? So, tsaka nyo ituturo yung pagkuha ng vertex formula, gamit ng vertex form ng equation, or kung gusto nyo gamitin ang calculus, pwede din. Since andito na tayo, alam nyo ba na ang pagkuha ng vertex ng function ay pagkuha ng first derivative ng inyong quadratic function para makuha nyo si vertex. How? So, dx. So, pwede din po ito sa calculus. So, ddx ng function na ito, derivative ng function na ito. So, from grade 9 lesson, now meron tayong senior high school calculus lesson. So, ito yung graph ng derivative ng function. So, ito yung ating solution ng derivative dahil ang solution ng derivative, yun yung x coordinate ng ating function. So nakikita nyo negative 1.5 at ito ay negative 1.5. So yun yung relationship ng vertex at ng derivative ng isang function using a graph. So meron na kayong derivative function, meron pa kayong meron kayong 9th grade lesson, meron pa kayong senior high school lesson na pwedeng gawin sa Desmos. Now, paano po kung gusto ko pong malaman kung paano po naging negative 12.25 ito using the derivative function? So, pwede nyong gamitin yung table form ng function para makita nyo yung value ng inyong function using the derivative function. So, x squared minus 3. So, let's say yung x values natin is negative 1.5. Kung x is equal to negative 1.5, hindi ito yung function na gusto kong makita. Ito, ang function na gusto kong makita. Yan. Nawala na siya. Anyhow, yun yung power ng ating Desmos. Ipapakita ko ulit sa inyo mamaya or maybe next time kung paano ko gamitin yung Desmos sa pagtuturo ng calculus. Pero you got the gist. Dahil yan lang po yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo sa paggamit ng Desmos using or paggamit ng app na ito sa mga lessons ko sa algebra. At ngayon naman, gagamitin ko yung statistics app at para magamit natin yung app na yan, gagamitin natin si Google at itatype lang natin one variable statistics application, one variable statistics calculator at lalabas na yung ating calculator sa pag-compute ng one variable statistics. So may mga data na po na available dito at pwedeng itong gamitin para maibigay or maituro sa kanila yung pag-analyze ng ating mga data. So, minsan ginagamit ko rin po yung calculator TI-84. Kaso nga po, mas madali gamitin yung online app kesa sa graphing calculator na ginagamit ko rin naman po para mas mabilis kong ma-simulate yung aking data. So, for example, ang aking lesson is pag-compute or paggawa ng histogram. So, lagi kong kailangan natin ng participation sa ating mga students. So, sasabihin ko sa kanila, i-type nyo yung height ninyo converted into inches. So, sasabihin ng mga bata, Sir, paano po yung height ko? 5'6". So, sasabihin mo 5 times 12 plus 6, yun yung inyong conversion ng inches. So, 66 inches ang 5'6". So, lahat ng mga bata magsasabi na ng height nila. So, 67, 69, 62, 65, 66, 69, 63, 71, 70, 66. Mag-generate lang tayo ng ilang mga data. So make sure na tama yung data na tinatype natin. 66, 67, 68, 69, 66, 60. Gawin natin 20. 65, 64, 63, 72. Alright. And then, dito nyo mapapakita yung one variable statistics calculation para lahat sila makukuha yung pagkuha ng mean and standard deviation. So, ang mean natin is 66.4. So, pwede natin ipakita yan sa mga bata na ang mean or ang value ng mean ay equal to 66.4 at ang value ng median ay 66.0. At dito natin mapapakita yung relationship ng mean at median sa shape ng ating distribution. Dahil ang mean at median, ayon sa property, kapag halos magkalapit ang value ng mean at ng median, ang shape ng ating distribution ay approximately normal. So, dyan natin ibibigay yung normality or skewness or skew to the left, skew to the right na function base sa relationship ng mean at median. So, kung ang x bar ay mas malaki sa median at ang x bar ay mas maliit sa median, ano ang magiging shape ng distribution? So, ito yung magandang paraan kung paano natin mapakita yung shape ng ating distribution. So, para mapakita nyo, maraming data na pwede natin gamitin dito. So, itong foreign-born na to, binigyan ko yung mga bata ng kung paano gamitin yung analysis ng mean and median ng IQ scores, halimbawa ng algebra students. So, gamitin natin algebra. So, IQ scores, statistics, Mean is 114, median is 114. So ang shape niyan would be symmetrical. And then titingnan natin kung symmetrical. So mukhang symmetrical nga yung ating distribution. At kung gagamitin naman natin yung ating mga data sa foreign-born employees sa company sa Singapore. So andito siya. Ito yung data niya ng ilan ba to? 51 companies. So titingnan muna natin yung mean at median. Ang mean ay 8.8, ang median ay 6.2. So magkaiba yung mean at median. Yung mean ay mas malaki sa median, kaya ang ating distribution ay skewed at ito ay skewed to the right. So dito natin mapapakita sa app na yan yung relationship ng mean at median na mas madaling mag-simulate kasi gamit natin yung app na ito. At yan yung dalawa sa apps na ginagamit ko. At isa pang app na ginagamit ko, so ito na yung huling app na isi-share ko sa inyo. Ito yung Explain Everything dahil since iPad yung ginagamit ko, pwede kong gamitin yung iPad as an extension of my whiteboard. So paano ko gagamitin yung iPad as my whiteboard? Gagamitin ko sa Explain Everything. Ito po sa Explain Everything. Yan. At dito, magagamit ko yung aking iPad as a whiteboard. Now, how am I going to use it? Free lang po ang Explain Everything. So, pwede nyo gamitin to ng walang bayad. I-download nyo lang kung meron kayong iPad or Samsung or any tablet. So, sa blank canvas, pwede kong gamitin to as my whiteboard. So, halimbawa, f of x is equal to 2x plus 5. What is f of 1? So 2 times 1 plus 5 is equal to 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Therefore, f of 1 is equal to 7, which is a point 1 at 7. So, nakuha nyo na yung solution. Now, paano naman kung kailangan nyo ng panibagong space? So, wala na tayong space. Ang maganda sa Explain Everything, gamit lang yung kamay nyo, ipipinch nyo lang yung inyong whiteboard at liliit na siya at pwede nyo na siyang ilagay sa gilid at gumawa ulit kayo ng panibagong example. So, paano naman kung ang function natin ay x squared plus 1? What is f of 0? So, isosolve nyo ngayon yan. F of 0 is 0 squared plus 1. F of 0 is equal to 1. So, ang point natin is 0 and 1. Tama po ba? Tama naman, di ba? So, yan yung kagandahan ng Explain Everything. And another feature na Explain Everything, dahil nga po napapaliit nyo yung mga whiteboard nyo, so infinitely many ang inyong size ng inyong whiteboard. So ito yung maganda sa Explain Everything. And also, I can use this as a worksheet. So paano po? So gagamitin ko yung aking file. So pwede akong kumuha ng file sa aking iPad. So type ko worksheets. Ipapakita ko yung worksheet ko ng statistics. So, ito yung worksheet ko sa solving probability na pwede kong ipakita at ituro using Explain Everything. At ang maganda sa Explain Everything, pwede ko siyang palakihin, pwede ko siyang paliitin, at pwede ko rin siyang i-crop para ipakita lang yung gusto kong ipakita. So, gamit yung cropping feature niya. So, yan. Gusto ko lang itong ipakita yung lesson na yan. So, ito. And then ito, i-delete ko para meron akong example ng solving probability using a sample space. So, ang ating function ay rolling a die. So, dito niya ipapakita yung equation or lesson ng sample space. So, rolling a die, ang sample space niya is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Paliitin natin. Yan. At kunin nyo yung probability ng A. Ang probability ng A ay P of 4. So, anong probability na 4 ang makukuha ninyo? So, dito nyo ipapakita na ang formula ng probability or classical probabilities is number of success all over the sample space. So, ilan yung number 4 na meron sa die? There's only 1 4, so it's equal to 1 all over. Ilan ang sample space natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, ang probability na makakakuha na tayo ng 4 sa pag-roll ng die is 1 over 6. So, yan yung app na mga ginagamit ko sa pagtuturo ko. So again, hindi po sa minamadali ko at baka hindi kayo makasunod, gusto ko lang pong i-share at ipakita sa inyo yung mga apps na pwede nyong gamitin gamit ang inyong tablet sa pagtuturo ng synchronous at asynchronous type of learning. So what I do is, syempre, pag Wednesday, pwede ko itong gamitin sa aking lesson sa mga students ko na magkikita-kita kami dahil synchronous yun. At pwede ko rin gamitin yung aking iPad sa paggawa ko ng aking video na papanoorin ng mga students ko sa Lunes para pagdating ng Wednesday, sabay-sabay na kaming mag-aaral ng lesson na natutunan namin. So yan yung aking mga app na ginagamit. Gamit ang aking iPad, gamit ang aking pencil, at gamit ang aking computer na nandirito sa pagbibigay ko ng lesson ko sa aking mga estudyante. So yun po ang gusto ko lang pong i-share sa inyong lahat sa pagtuturo ko po at yung mga apps na ginagamit ko. So again, gumagamit ako ng Explain Everything, Desmos, at kung gusto nyong malaman pa yung aking mga apps na ginagamit, punta lang po ako sa YouTube channel ko at si Lacer, isusulat siguro nila yung mga ginamit kong apps sa description box para po mas makuha ninyo yung mga apps or makip ninyo yung mga apps na ginagamit ko. So, yun po ang aking mini presentation sa inyo at sana po ay na-appreciate nyo yung pag-share ko sa inyo kung paano po ginagamit yung aking mga math work na ayon sa standards ng ating NELC. At also, kukunin ko na rin po yung pagkakataon na ito. So, Sir Mark, Sir Bads, Ma'am Weng, iaanyayahan ko po kayo, pati na rin yung sangkaguruan na maggawa ng content kasi po doon po sa number bender, meron po akong ilang mga contents doon na wala pa, specifically sa geometry. So, kung makakagawa po kayo ng content doon, mas maganda po. Para po mabigay natin yung buong curriculum nito, mabigay natin yung mga videos kasi po kulang pa ako ng 35%. So, yun po, hihikayatin ko kayo maging content creator para po makapagbigay ng content at nakompleto na natin yung mga videos na kakailanganin ng mga students natin sa pasukan.
Ayan.
Salamat po.
Napaka-powerful na makaka-discuss ni Dr. Esperanza today. So, nag-note na ako na alam ko na magagamit and also magagamit din pa ng aking anak. Yung
Yes.
Desmos, i-explain everything up. Kasi like ni Sir kanina na sometimes kapag gumagawa ng content ng mathematics, nagiging yung mga special functions. So sa Desmos, maganda na siya gamitin kasi everything on the keyboard, magta-type ka na lang. So maganda. So wala nang hirap. Diba, Sir Bad?
Yes, ma'am. Alam naman natin na sa panahon talaga ngayon, lalo na isa ang mathematics talagang laging medyo mababa ang performance natin, evident naman yan sa ating PISA results. So, with the use of these apps, with the use of these computer-based applications, siguro I think our students will be empowered on how to manipulate and how to perform different things using that application. Kasi alam naman natin ang PISA, this is a computer-based assessment. So, kailangan ng mga learners natin, masanay na sila na nakaharap sa computer. So, sabi nga natin, mahirap man sabihin talaga na itong pandemya na ito, this COVID pandemic na ito, isa sa mga magandang na nito is talagang nagkaroon ng advancement ngayon sa education, na talagang na-advance and dapat na hindi pa natin napupursue na mangyayari. Although alam natin na since will come, mag-shift tayo from lesson setup to online. Maganda rin, lahat tayo tulong-tulong, biruin mo. Dati hindi natin akalain si Sir Peter pala pwedeng makatulong sa atin. Webinar. Ayan na si Sir Peter. Dati ang mga Casio, nasa lang sila, specialized room, training area. Ngayon, ang layo na nararating. So, ito talaga yung kagandahan ng So, siguro sir na napakaganda nung nangyayari sa atin na talagang thank you sir sa walang sawang pagsukat sa EdTech Unit.
Yes, maraming salamat. So kahit kami nag-host, natututo kami at yun nga, sinasabi natin na mapapadali ang buhay ng isang guro kung gumagamit tayo, ini-integrate natin ang paggamit ng technology sa ating pagtuturo. ICT integration. So, math tech, diba? So, kasi natatandaan ko nung nag-aaral ako, wala pang technology, hindi pa yan. yung graphing paper pa, di ba? Kailangan may graphing paper, tapos kailangan may red ball pen, may black ball pen, para lang ma-notice mo yung mga linear, mga graph. So ngayon, with the use of Desmos, madali na lang. Tsaka there are a lot of apps na pwede namang gamitin ni teacher na kung saan ay mamamaster niya yung skill. Ito, pinapakita lang natin today na kung ano yung mga possible technology na magagamit natin. So, yung shiner ni Dr. Peter, pwede po yun gamitin or practicing din ng teacher para po mas masanay. And also, natutuwa po ako na somehow, yung pandemic na nangyari, marami na rin pong teacher ang nag-create ng YouTube video. Kasi po, personally, mahirap po talaga magturo ng math kung puro workshop lang ang ibibigay mo. So, kailangan talaga, kahit online, meron pong din, para ma-engage din tayo. Kasi kailangan din makita yung kung paano natin diniderive yung solution, like katulad ng share ni Dr. Peter. So, dapat din po, ganon. So, in-encourage na rin po na yung mga kulang na lesson ay pwede din na maglagay doon. Or if you want, you can create your own channel. Basta at the end of the day, ma-deliver natin ng maayos yung mga lesson natin, especially the math. Ayan, di ba, Sir Bad?
Yes, ma'am. At talaga nakakatuwa lang kasi sabi nga natin, ibang teacher nagsabi, ang dami naman. Bakit ang dami naman dinidiscuss na application? So ito po, ang ginagawa po namin is, para buffet. Andyan lahat ng gusto nyong kainin, andyan lahat ng mga apps. It's up to you kung ano po yung gagamitin nyo, kung saan kayo komportable. Lagi nga po namin sinasabi, it is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It depends on the needs, based on the competency. And kanina, sinasabi ni Dr. Esperanza na talagang we need to follow the milk. Doon naka-ankla lahat yan. So, I think maganda yon. So, naman siguro, let's give Sir Esperanza time for his message to our teachers across the country. So, Sir Peter.
Maraming salamat, Sir Bats at Ma'am Weng, at sa mga guro at teachers po na nakikinig at nanonood po ngayon. Ang mensahe ko lang po ay nasa pandemya po tayo, gitna ng pandemya. Yung discomfort ng pag-i-step ng mga paraan at creative ways on how to be able to teach our students ay sobrang challenging po sa mga guro at maging sa mga students na rin. So gamitin po natin yung panahon na meron pa po tayo para po mag-prepare at makaisip ng mga creative ways on how to be able to teach our students na manonood sa kanilang bahay dahil po temporary pang po ito mga pinagdadaanan nating challenges. Pag natapos po tayo dito sa pandemya na to, yung mga hirap at pagod na ginugol natin sa pagtuturo, pagdating po ng araw na babalik tayo sa ating normal na pagtuturo, meron po tayong karagdagang skills, karagdagang discipline na natutunan na mas maibabahagi pa natin mga students natin. So, mag-i-improve lang po tayo na mag-i-improve dahil po sa mga ginagawa natin na paraan ng paghahanap ng ways kung paano makapagturo sa ating mga students using distance learning. So, yun po. Maraming salamat po sa pagtuturo.
Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po at talagang truly na-appreciate namin yung effort na binibigay. And also, natuwa din po ako na teachers kayo dun sa 700 Club. Tapos kasi a lot of students, marami siyang struggle sa math. So dun napanood na ang math talaga kay skills siya na kailangan siyang pinapractice. Hindi siya yung one time, big time na magaling ka na. So it takes a lot of practice para maging mahasa ka o maging ma-perfect mo yung isang bagay. So, ayun.
Yeah. So, ayan, Sir Peter. So, maraming salamat po again for accepting our invitation to be one of the resource speakers this morning. So, I hope this will not be the last.
Yes.
Ayan.
For sure po yun, hindi po ito yung last. And if you need my time, my assistance, lagi po akong libre para sa inyo. At sabi nga po ni Ma'am Weng, sa pagtuturo po ng math, lagi po nating ilagay yung sarili natin sa mga students natin na may mga students tayong katulad ni Little Peter Esperanza noon na nagsastruggle sa mathematics na kailangan na may konting push at practice para maintindihan yung mathematics. So, yun po.
So, ayan. Thank you, Sir Peter Esperanza, for this very substantial discussion about different applications na pwedeng gamitin if you're teaching mathematics.
Yes,
Now,
thank you so much. We really
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
your time and effort. Thank you so much and God bless.
God bless po and stay safe. Bye!
Thank you.
Bye! So, ayan, Ma'am Weng, no? Umpisa pa lang yan, ma'am. Isang oras pa lang ang nakalipas. And medyo maganda na ang ating flow. Tama na, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, tama naman.
So, ang ganda ng napansin ko lang, no, yung time, hindi naman sa Tagalog, ako ay mga teacher, an elementary mathematics teacher, kaya medyo helpful din sa akin itong discussion na ito. And ikaw naman, ma'am, as a mom, talaga nakikita mo yung struggle ni Arabella sa math. Although hindi naman struggle most of the time, pero syempre, darating yung point talaga na medyo mahirap yung discussion. And with the topics that we have, I think medyo mas dadali ang buhay ni Arabella. Tama ba, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, tama. Kailangan talaga ini-integrate ang paggamit ng technology nowadays.
Yes.
Diba?
Ayun sinasabi natin parang smart use of technology. So ngayon ma'am,
Yes.
siguro, let's proceed with our next topic.
Yes.
So,
Rod, ikaw na po ang magpakilala sa ating speaker for today. So, Sir Bud?
yes. So I think our second speaker will talk about a particular application using an emulator created by Casio. So itong susunod natin is mga applications from Casio Philippines. And if you are teaching mathematics, if you are teaching high school and senior high school mathematics, kilalang nyo na ang Casio dahil una sa lahat, they are providing lots of trainings for our teachers. And alam ko pag mga webinar talaga nila or seminar nila, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga raffles with the support of Casio. Kasi naalala ko nung nagkaroon tayo ng basic OER at Acer, ang nagbuwan naman nung training ng specialized OER for mathematics ay SDO Mandaluyong, syempre in cooperation with Sir Joel Serrano of Casio Philippines. Okay, so allow me to introduce to you our first speaker. He is a graduate of BSc Mathematics at University of Makati, graduated cum laude, magna cum laude at University of Mathematics. He was able to finish his academic requirements, leading to the degree of Master of Arts in Education at Philippine Normal University. He is a head teacher at Makati Science High School, and he is also a former math trainer, a national champion, 2014 Metrobank MTAP DepEd Math Challenge, most remarkable winnings as a coach. In 2012, he was awarded as exemplary teacher at Mathematics Teachers Association of the Philippines. He is a speaker in various regional and national seminars in mathematics conducted by DepEd and Casio Philippines. One of the writers on the pre-calculus teaching guides in senior high school. I think lagi ko ito nakakasama sa mga mathematics convention sponsored by MTAP kasi ako rin ay regional trainer ng MTAP in elementary. Let us all welcome Mr. Mark Anthony Vidallo.
Ayan.
Hello, Sir Mark.
Hi, Sir Buds. Hi, Ma'am
Good
Weng.
morning, Sir Mark. Good morning. It's my pleasure to see you here
Yeah.
as one of the best speaker in mathematics.
So, ayan, siguro naman mo. Lagyan natin patagalin to. Sir Mark Anthony Vidallo will discuss to us some Casio applications that we can use in teaching mathematics. Sir, take it away.
Okay. Take it away. Good luck.
Hello po. Hello. Good morning. Good morning po, Ma'am, Sir. Especially to the men and women, hardworking men and women of DepEd EdTech Unit, spearheaded by none other than Sir Mark Anthony C. And of course, Casio Philippines. And of course, all teachers out there from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And I hope everything is well. Okay, so for this day, we are very I'm very lucky to be and very privileged to be part of this webinar. Of course, spearheaded by DepEd EdTech Unit, and of course, one of the very supportive stakeholder, the Casio Philippines. Okay, in this morning, okay, ang pag-uusapan natin, what I'm going to share to you is Casio CG50. Okay, this is a very powerful calculator available in the market. Okay, so this is the colored version actually of this calculator. Okay, so this calculator actually, itong FX9860G G2, actually ito yung calculator na pre-provide ng DepEd BLR or Bureau of Learning Resources. Okay, actually bigyan ko lang kayo ng background. Last October or November 2019, last year lang, nag-conduct ng training si DepEd. Okay, so BLR, Bureau of Learning Resources, and Bureau of Learning, Bureau of Curriculum Development. So they conducted training how to use this unit. This is the non-colored version. What I'm going to discuss or share right now is the colored version of this calculator. Very powerful. Okay, but before I proceed, I suppose na-install nyo na yung emulator. Okay, na-install nyo na yung emulator. Pero syempre, for those teacher na ngayon lang nakita yung announcement or last night lang, last minute lang, so I'm going to give you siguro mga 2 minutes to download and then install, okay, this application. Okay po. So, okay. So, makikita nyo po dito sa just type FXCG50, okay? And then, hanapin nyo lang po yan. So, then select nyo lang po kung Windows po ba kayo or Mac, and then yun na po yun. So, it will take siguro some time. So, it's around 100 MB, I think. Okay. Okay. Now, while waiting for the teachers, no, yung ibang nagda-download pa lang, bigyan ko lang kayo ng siguro on this webinar, of course, this webinar, so lately, no, since March, April, sunod-sunod yung webinar natin, of course, for the main objective to prepare the teachers on this new normal. Okay? So now, this is part of it. So what I'm going to share to you is how to maximize the features of this calculator. Okay. So, itong calculator na to, halimbawa, ang goal ko ngayong morning is makita natin si calculator, not as a calculator na that will compute, then that's it. Okay? Halimbawa, syempre mga math teacher tayo, naiintindihan natin, halimbawa, suppose I have systems of equation in 2 variables. Okay. So, normally, di ba, ituturo natin sa students yun, kagaya ng ginawa ni Doc Peter kanina. So, isosolve mo siya manually. Okay, but with the use of calculator, all you have to do is just to enter the coefficients, and then that's it. Oh, so, if you're going to do that, para sa akin, medyo nadidipit yung purpose ng learning. Kung gagamitin lang natin yung calculator ng ganon. Okay? So, what I'm going to show to you, okay, is how to integrate this calculator, how to introduce a lesson using your calculator para mas ma-maximize natin yung potential niya. Okay? Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, yung pag-compute. That's in the first place, doon kaya ginawa yung calculator is to make our work easier. Pero what I'm trying to show you right now is, okay, pwede pala ako mag-introduce ng lesson gamit yung calculator. Hindi lang siya basta pang solve lang. Okay? So now, mga mom and sir, so since this is a graphing calculator for this morning, I'm going to focus on the graphing aspect of this unit. Okay po? Again, I'm going to limit my presentation sa pag-graph po ng mga different functions. Okay, so siguro po, I hope since nakapag-download ng iba and dun sa hindi pa po tapos mag-download, so like kagaya ng sinasabi ng mga host natin, this is a recorded a video, pwede nyo siya pong ulit-ulitin kung sa tingin nyo medyo mabilis or na hindi kayo download agad, pwede nyo po siyang panoorin ulit so that masundan nyo po yung mga gagamitin natin. Okay. So, once na-download nyo na po siya, na-install nyo na po siya, so, i-run nyo na. Okay. Okay. Wait lang po. Are you sure you want to come? Wait lang. Cancel. Wait lang po. Oops. Okay, so ito po. Once na-download nyo na po siya and i-run nyo po siya, okay, so I'd like to remind everyone, Mom and Sir, this is a 90-day trial. Okay, so I installed it 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So as you can see on my screen, I only have 88 days para magamit for free. Okay, now, ito na po siya. Okay, now, like I said, no, ang goal ko ngayon is para mapakita sa inyo how are you going to integrate this calculator during your video lessons or during your synchronous classes. Pwede po, okay? So now, as you can see here, this is how an emulator looks like. Okay po. Now, allow me to resize it. Okay? So para mas makita po ng lahat. Okay? Now, okay. So this is when you say emulator, okay, actually sa mga Casio campus tour, mga regional seminars, ito yung ginagamit namin so that our participants can follow what we are pressing on our calculator. Okay. So I'm going to press notice nyo po itong box na to dito. So color brown siya. Okay. Once I click editor, naging white po siya. And then I'll press the record. Meaning to say, everything that I'm going to key in my calculator, magdi-display po siya doon sa screen. Okay po? So this is how an emulator works. So meaning to say, all throughout our discussion, lagi ko pong babanggitin, so kung titingin po kayo sa kilag kung ano yung mga buttons na pinipindot ko so that you will not get lost kung nasaan na ako. Alright? Okay po? Okay. So, before I proceed, okay, so since I'm going to concentrate on a graphing part, okay, so I want to know kung lahat tayo pare-parehas ng configuration sa ating calculator. Okay po. So what we're going to do, I'm going to enter a mode, okay? I'm going to enter a graphing mode, okay? And then ayusin ko muna yung configuration. As much as possible, I strongly encourage na dapat parehas tayo ng setup. Okay? So, as you can see here on the menu, okay, nakikita nyo yung above it is a setup. Okay, so I'm going to press shift and then setup. Okay, so now, so as much as possible, dapat parehas tayo. Okay, so you can see here, okay, so I'm going to on the dual screen. Okay, so ang default niyan naka-off. Okay, so ang gagawin ko po, i-on ko yung dual screen by pressing ito yun, no? F2 corresponds to G to T, meaning graphing to table. Okay, graph to table. So pa-press niyo po yan, as you can see, okay, so naka-on siya do. Ayun na, nag-change na po siya. Okay. Alright? And then yung derivative, off ko lang po yan. So mamaya, if time permits, so we'll solve problems in calculus that will require the slope of tangent line. We'll on that later. Okay? And then angle, dapat naka-degree. Okay, naka-degree po tayo. Kung gagawin ko siyang radian, press F2. Want to go back to degree, press F1. Ganun lang po siya. So again, yung mga nandito po, sa bottom screen corresponds to F1 to F6. Yun lang po yung pipindutin natin. Okay, then coordinates on, I don't want the grid, so off ko lang po siya. Okay, access on, of course, para makapag-graph. And then that's it. Ulitin ko po, for this particular, siguro yung mga first 2 examples, 3 examples, I'm going to, ang pinaka-important, yung naka-dual screen ako. Okay. So, okay po. Okay, now, so let's have this. Let's start na. Okay, so now, like I said, ang goal natin is how are you going to use the calculator? How are you going to use the CG50 in introducing a lesson? Okay, i-introduce natin yung lesson. Normally, before, pag mag-graph ka na ng absolute value, syempre, naituro mo na sa student what is absolute value, right? For example, absolute value of 5 is 5, right? Absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Okay. So, alam na ng student kung ano yung ibig sabihin niya. Now, what we're going to do here, okay, ganito pala itsura ng absolute value. So, again, I'm going to show to you how to conduct asynchronous and asynchronous classes using or integrating your CG50. Okay, so ang gagawin po natin, again, so titingin po kayo sa kilag, okay? So on my menu, all right, so I'm going to go to the table mode, okay? So you can, by the way, this big circle here, you're going to use this to navigate around your unit, okay? Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, okay? So again, on your menu, okay, so I'm going to go to the table mode. All right. So, once, ayan, makikita nyo, naka-highlight naman yung table mode. So, you're going to enter it. Ang pinaka-enter ng, kumbaga sa keyboard enter, sa calculator, yung X sa baba. X short for execute. All right? Okay. So, execute. There you go. Okay. So, mga ma'am and sir, pakitingnan po yung unit nyo or kung na-download nyo na po, pakitingnan po. Makikita nyo po ba yung absolute value symbol? Sige po, I'm going to give you siguro mga 3 seconds. Sige, tingnan nyo mabuti. Eyes on your calculator or on your emulator. Where is the symbol for absolute value? Hindi po makita. Wala po, right? So, to do that, okay, so para natin ma-sketch yung graph ni y equals absolute value of x, okay, sundan nyo lang po yung gagawin ko. Okay, so on the option, okay, again, look at the kilag. On the option, all right, okay, so after you press option, may lumabas, may magpa-prompt dyan, okay, list, calculate, hyperbolic, probability, numeric, okay, so I'm going to select numeric. To do that, I'm going to press F5. See that? After pressing F5, so makikita natin here, okay, may abs, integer, fraction. Okay? So I'm going to select abs. That is for absolute value. Again, option, then F5 for numeric. And then, of course, I want to type absolute value kasi wala siya dito sa pinaka-calculator mo. I'm going to press F1. There you go. See that? So may space doon, nakikita nyo, may nagbi-blink, meaning to say you can enter a number, you can enter a variable, okay, ng desired equation mo. So since mag-start, like I said, ang goal ko, ulitin ko po, you can do this in making your video lesson, introducing the graph of absolute value function, or making video lesson in your class. Okay, basic lang muna natin. So what if I'm going to graph, paano ko ba i-introduce to? Absolute values. I'm going to press X. This is my X. Normally, syempre, di ba, sa mga math teacher, lagi natin ginagamit ng variable is X. Okay, so, ito yon. Okay, so kita nyo po, below the alpha button. Okay, there you go. See that? Okay, so this symbol. Okay, then press execute. Okay, wala po munang gagawin sa calculator para sabay-sabay po tayo ng gagawin. Alright? So as you can see here, before ko i-view yung table, okay, isi-set ko po muna siya. Okay? So set is for F5. I'm going to press F5. So ibig sabihin, you're going to control the domain. Okay? So ano ba yung, hanggang saan lang ba yung gusto mong i-view? In my case, I'll start with, gusto ko makita yung from -3 to 3. Okay? Kung gusto mong gawin mo siyang 0, enter nyo lang po as if nagta-type. So, okay? So, in my case, -3 to 3. All right, and then step 1. See that? Okay po? Then execute. Now, ma'am and sir, ulitin ko, ang goal ko is assume na I'm introducing graphing absolute value function. So what I'm going to do is, syempre, di ba, pag tinuro natin yung graphing, we make table of values first. Right, ma'am and sir? We make or we use a table of values. So I'm going to press F6. Okay, see that? Since, if naalala nyo kanina, naka-table mode, dual screen ako. So on the right side of my screen is the table. Okay? Table of values. On the left side is the graph. Okay? Kasi nga, naka-dual screen ako. Yung mode na sinelect ko kanina. Okay? As you can see, ulitin natin, di ba pag mag-graph tayo, we set the table of values. If x negative 3, absolute value niyan is 3, right? If x negative 2, y is 2. If x negative 1, y is 1, and so on. Yan yung table of values, right? Now, once we have table of values, ano yung next na gagawin ng teacher para ipakita sa student how to graph? Of course, you're going to plot it. Tama po? You're going to plot it. So as you can see here again, okay, so ito yun, yung F6, makikita nyo, graph plot. Okay, meaning to say, kung ano yung in-enter ko sa domain ko kanina, from negative 3 to 3, yun yung ipa-plot ko. So I'm going to press F6. See that? Okay, medyo maliit. Oh, pero okay lang yan. Okay. I'm going to zoom in. Mamaya turuan ko kayo paano mag-zoom in, zoom out. Okay, ayan. Okay. Zoom in. Okay. Now, okay, like I said, so from now, at this point, na-i-plot ko na siya. Okay, di ba? Next, anong susunod natin gagawin? Sasabihin natin sa students, okay, you're now going to trace those points. Okay, so to do that, okay, so F6 lang po. And then, tabi ng graph plot, you're going to connect, ayun, graph con. Ibig sabihin ng con, connect. Okay, if you're going to press F5, i-connect niya. See that? Again, what I'm trying to do here is, I'm showing you how you can use this CG50 in introducing your lessons in graphing. Okay, pwede natin itong gamitin. Okay, now, this is the graph of the absolute value. But as you can see here, naka-control siya on your on your chosen domain. Tama po? Okay, so now, from here, okay, nakita na ng estudyante, ito pala yung graph ng y equals absolute value of x. Okay? Now, okay? Delete ko po to. Lalabas po ako sa menu. Babalik po ako sa menu. Okay. So, pinakita ko po kung paano ginamit yung table. Now, okay. Punta ako sa graph. Okay? Take note, tingnan niyo po sa table ko. Ang naka-enter is y equals absolute value of x, right? Okay. Now, on menu, kung pupunta ako sa graph, once I enter it, what do you notice? Oh, may naka-enter kung ano yung ginamit ko sa table mode. See that? Now, what I'm trying to say here is, ma'am and sir, yung graph mode, take note po take note of this. Yung graph mode, yung dyna mode, yung table mode, they are connected. Okay, they are all connected. So kung ano yung enter ko kay table mode, automatically mapupunta siya kay graph mode, kay dyna mode. Okay, so that's why baka magtaka kayo, nandiyan na siya. Okay. So, okay, if you're going to press your, okay, wait, shift option. Palitan ko muna. Oh, okay. Okay, ayan na. So this is the graph of the absolute value. Okay, so kung kanina nakakontrol siya from negative 3 to 3, ito, okay, all real numbers na siya, yung range ko. Okay, so now, okay, what I'm going to teach you now is pwede nyo siyang paliitin, palakihin, paano natin gagawin yan sa calculator, okay, kagaya ng ginagawa ko kanina. Okay, all you have to do is to zoom in, zoom out. Okay, paano ko gagawin yon? So, tingnan nyo po yung calculator nyo. So, if you're going to press F2, okay, you will see here may magpa-prompt again. So, zoom in. So, gusto ko siyang i-zoom in or zoom out. In this case, gusto ko siyang paliitin. Okay, so zoom out, F4, and then execute. See that? Zoom in, zoom out, execute. Clear po? Okay. So, zoom in, execute. Now, sige po, para ma-practice nyo po dun sa mga may emulator, if you want to try, kasi time to time, gagamitin natin to yung pag-zoom in, zoom out ng graph nyo. Okay? So, I'm going to give you siguro mga 10 seconds. Paano nyo to gagawin? Ulitin ko po. Sige, follow me. Or sundan nyo po ako. Okay, kunyari, again, naka-enter ako ng graph. Y equals absolute value of X. Okay? So, I want to zoom in. Okay, F2 and then F3. Then execute. Okay? Zoom in. Okay? Execute. Okay, I want to zoom out. F4, execute. See that? Sige po. Timer starts now. 5 seconds. 4. Okay. Okay, dun sa po nga nag-attempt, hindi naman po siya ganun kahirap. Tama po? Alright. Now, ma'am and sir, in the event na mawala kayo, ma-lost kayo, hindi nyo na makita yung graph nyo or something, masyado naka-zoom in or naka-zoom out, babalik po kayo sa default. Kung gusto nyo siyang i-reset, kumbaga sa mga cellphone, factory default or reset, okay? Babalik lang po, kunyari, masyado kong nalakihan, okay? Hindi ko na namalayan, zoom in ko po. I'll do that. Kunyari, nalakihan ko, no? Okay? Ayan. Tapos, pinapakita ko, I want to explain something. And it will take time, di ba? So, ang gagawin nyo, so kung balik nyo po sa original. Okay, to do that, you can see here in F3, press B window. All right? So, and then you can see here, initial. So, that's the reset. Okay, F1. And then the default is this. Yung dimension ng screen mo, okay? Then execute. Then draw mo ulit. That's the original. Okay? Ulitin ko po, paano mag-initialize or paano bumalik, mag-reset. Ulitin ko po, tingnan nyo po. Clear ko yung keylag. So, press V window, F3. Okay? Then, F1 to initialize it. Okay? So, to reset it. Okay? Tapos, makikita nyo yung dimension yan. That's the default. Negative 6.3 yung minimum. The maximum is 6.3. Po, yan. Then, by 6.3 by 3.1. And then, execute nyo lang po. There you go. Then, draw mo. Babalik ka dun sa graph. Okay po? Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Okay, that's how we introduce the graph of absolute value of X. Now, okay, this part is, ito na talaga natin yung kanina madali lang, you can use. Okay, this time, ito yung kinaganda nung unit na to, ng graphing calculator. Okay, so on problem number 2, look at this. So, sketch the graph of the following and compare the graphs of equation number 2, equation number 3, to the graph of equation number 1. And then make a conjecture. Okay? Again, ang objective ko dito, kunyari, i-introduce ko ngayon how mag-behave yung graph. Ano yung behavior ng graph? Okay? So, ulitin po, tandaan po natin, absolute value of X, absolute value of X minus 3, absolute value of X plus 2. Okay, so balik ako sa on. Okay, balik ako dyan. So, initially, meron na akong absolute value of X, right? Okay, by the way, color coding yan, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung color ng equation, yun yung color ng graph mo. Okay, see that? Kaya color blue yung graph because color blue to. That's the default, you cannot change that. The next is, as you can see, color red yan. Expect natin yung next graph na i-display ni calculator will be color red. Okay, again, our objective, how are you going to show your students or let your students realize, ganun pala yung effect. Ganun pala yung effect if I'm going to insert a certain number here. Negative 3 ba yan? Plus 2, plus 5, etc. Okay. This time, I'm going to graph y equals absolute value of x minus 3. Again, how are you going to do it? Walang absolute value na key dito. So, option. See that? Okay, sundan nyo lang po yung keylag. Option. And then numeric, F5. And then abs, F1. Okay, see that? Ito lang po yung susundan. Option, tingnan nyo po yung keylag. Option, F5, F1. Okay, and then I'm going to enter x minus 3. Okay? Once okay ka na dyan, execute. Alright. Then, let's show the graph by pressing F6. What do you notice? Okay, as you can see, as I said earlier, so expect color red graph. Okay, yung ibang students na alam na to, siguro nag-advanced reading na or something, okay, nag-move siya. Tama, mapapansin nila, okay, the graph is located at the right of the original graph. Okay? Pero, ang tanong, gaano kalayo? Pwede naman kasi nandito. Pwede naman katabing-katabi lang. Right? Most of the students, hindi pa nila marirealize agad yon right away. Especially kung zero knowledge pa yung student when it comes to horizontal translation. See that? Okay. Now, next. So, nakita ng students, napakita nyo, that's how x minus 3 looks like. Okay? I-graph ko ngayon yung y equals absolute value of x plus 2. So, balik po tayo doon. Okay? So, use your navigation button. So, lagay ko sa color green. This time, I'm going to expect a green graph. Okay. Absolute value of x plus 2. So, again, ulitin natin. Didelete ko po ulit itong sa kilag para masundan ang absolute value. Okay. Ito, nangyari siya. In the event, ma'am and sir, I hope nakikita niyo nasa screen to. Ito yung isa sa glitch nitong emulator. I don't know, baka sa compatibility sa unit ko. Ayan, no? So, okay lang po yan. I-reset natin. Enter na lang po ulit natin. Okay. Okay, mag-shutdown po siya. Okay. Don't worry. I-run na lang po ulit natin. My experience po yun. Okay. Kung bakit, I don't know why. Kung gano'n. Okay. Now. Time to time po. Baka mamaya maulit po siya ulit. Anyway, so ulitin natin. Okay. So, lalakihan ko lang siya. Kung mag-resize, alam po, just right-click on the unit. Alright. So, record. Emulator. Okay. Oops. So don't worry, kung ano naman yung in-enter nyo kanina, nandyan pa rin naman siya. Okay? So, kumbaga, ano lang. Okay. Now, again, what I'm trying to enter here is y equals absolute value of x plus 2. Okay. So again, option, numeric, okay, F1 for obs, and then x plus 2. There you go. And then F6 to draw it. See that? Okay, mapapansin ng student na okay, ayun, pare-parehas lang sila, nasa kaliwa, nasa kanan. Pero ang tanong, gaano kalayo? See that? 'Di ba? In our regular classroom, tanda ko nung nagtuturo ako ng graphs, okay? So I asked my students to bring graphing paper, gaya nga ng sabi ni Ma'am Weng kanina ng host natin. So kapag in the absence of apps, di ba, ginagawa natin to graphing paper. Papagraph ko to using in one Cartesian plane, different color pens. Tama? Ginawa ko rin naman yon. Okay. But here, ang nakita ng students, okay, nag-graph ko. So, yon. Okay. Ang conclusion nila right away dito, ang initial na conclusion nila, which is tama naman, okay, gumalaw yung graph sa kanan, sa kaliwa. Kaya lang, ang tanong, how many units? Okay? How many units? Okay. Dito papasok yung isa sa pinakagusto ko na mode ng calculator at magagamit nyo rin. Ito talagang mode na to is designed for teaching. As in, you are introducing a concept in graph, in math. Okay? So, nasa graph mode po ako. So, exit ako dyan. Okay. So, balik ako sa menu. Okay. So, the next is dynagraph. Like I said, ang graph, dynagraph, table, they're related. So meaning, if I enter on the, if I'm going to execute, enter on the dynagraph, kung ano yung mga graph na in-enter ko, yung equation na in-enter ko kanina, nandun din siya. Alright? Nandun din siya. So, i-delete ko po siya lahat. Okay? Initially, okay, i-delete ko po siya lahat. So, paano tayo mag-delete? Time to time, gagawin din po natin to. Okay? So, papakita ko sa inyo, i-delete ko yung equation number 1. So equation number 2 and 3 na nasa inyo, I'll give you siguro mga 5 to 8 seconds to do that. Okay. On the F2, to delete it, press F2. Then may magpa-prompt, what do you want to do? Delete delete the formula? Yes or no? So F1 or F6 respectively. Of course, I want to delete, so I'm going to press F1. That's it. Then, tutok mo lang doon, or select mo lang yung equation na yon using the navigation button, then that's it. Okay, I'm going to give you siguro 5 seconds to do that, or 5 to 8 seconds to do that, to delete. Follow me, okay? Or look at the keylog, press F2, then F1. Okay, F2, F1. There you go. Then, let's go back to equation number 1. Okay, nakakasunod po ba? Okay. Ma'am and sir, ito, like I said, emphasize ko to, no? Among the features of this graphing calculator, ito yung pinaka gusto ko. Kasi magagamit ko talaga to in teaching or introducing concept. Paulit-ulit ko sasabihin yan. Okay, now, what I'm trying to show, yung question ko kasi kanina, di ba? Syempre, na-notice ng student mo because color coding yung graph. From blue, napunta sa kanan yung kaliwa, yung green napunta sa yung red napunta sa kanan, yung green napunta sa kaliwa. Pero ang tanong, how many units? Ayan na naman. Okay. So okay. Anyway, mangyayari po sa emulator 'yon. Kumbaga yan yung isa sa glitch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What I'm saying here is okay. Sige, wait lang po natin. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, resize ko na lang po, then let's continue. Okay. So, what I'm going to show you, okay, through this mode, marirealize ng student, nandito na yung eureka moment na tinatawag. Okay. The graph will move 2 units to the right, 5 units to the left. How? Paano nila marirealize yon? On their own, using this dyna mode. Okay. So, on the dyna mode, ma'am and sir, remember na delete ko na siya, wala na siya. Okay. Follow me follow niyo po yung gagawin ko. Okay, what I'm going to do is to enter, okay, an equation. So, y equals option, numeric, so F5, abs, F1, and then x minus, so since dyna to, dyna short for dynamic, okay? So I'm going to enter another variable, let's say A. So makita nyo sa calculator, may mga yellow, may pink dyan or red, okay? So kung red yung isa-select mo, you have to press alpha. See that? Itong button na to, below the shift. So press alpha and then A. There you go. Okay? See that? Ulitin ko po. Okay, so itong alpha na yan, so yung A na yan, I was able to enter it by pressing alpha first. Okay, then execute. Okay. Okay, so, okay, ulitin ko po So yan, so exe or enter lang. So, nakita nyo po dito, wala po munang gagawin, okay? So, I only have one variable. So, okay lang yan. So, this time, I'm going to set, okay? Press F2. Okay. So, then kagaya kanina sa table, ikaw magko-control. Okay. So I want to start from negative, or let's say negative 3 na lang. Negative 3 na lang. Sige, negative 3, then execute up to 3. And then step is 1, meaning kumbaga ang scale mo is 1:1. Okay. Then that's it. Now, this is speed, okay? Pag press mo yung F3, okay? So yung F1, stop and go, meaning to say you have the control kung gagalaw or hindi yung graph. Okay? And then F2 to F4 kung slow, normal, or fast, and slow, normal, or fast. Okay? Respectively, kung gusto mo habang nagsasalita ka, gumagalaw yung graph. Okay? Okay. So in this case, I'm going to start first with stop and go. So press F1. Okay? Now, ulitin ko po Okay, what I'm trying to show you here, ang objective ko kunyari sa class, marirealize nila because of this dynamic mode, okay, the graph will move certain units. Okay, press ko po yung F6. Okay, so initially po, nasa 0, 0 ako, tama? Okay, now, eyes on the red font, yung A. A is 0. Siyempre, nasa origin. If A is 0, absolute value of X. And nakita natin in problem number 1, this is how y equals absolute value of x looks like. Tama po? Now, look, If A is 1, gumalaw siya 1 unit to the right. Marirealize ngayon ng student, okay, hindi lang pala siya kakanan. Hindi lang siya basta kakaliwa. May certain unit. If A is 2, the graph is 2 units from its original graph, right? If A is 3, ayun. So, see that? Okay. Okay, so yun lang po yun. So, meaning to say, if A is -3, kunyari, the graph is located 3 units to the left of the original graph. If A is -2, okay, yan na naman. So, okay. Anyway, so, ganun po yung ibig ko sabihin. That's how dynamic graph looks like. Okay. Okay. Now, so ganun po mag-introduce ng, okay, wait. From si Edukalidad sense. Okay, kagaya kanina. Alright, so next problem tayo. Okay, so I hope na-realize nyo, okay, ganun pala yung how powerful yung dynamic mode. Okay. Okay, balikan ko lang. Okay, Kilag, emulator. Ulitin ko po, no? So, naggaganto yung emulator, siguro some glitch niya. Okay, so, but anyway, you can reopen na lang siya. Okay, so Dynagraph, as I was saying, okay. Now, pakita ko lang yung, yung F2 to F4. Kunyari, nagsasalita ako, I want F3. Look, I'm not going to press my mic. Look, kusang gumagalaw yung graph. So from there, makikita nila, oo nga, no? If A is 2, the graph moves 2 units to the right. If A is -5, the graph will move 5 units to the left, and so on. Okay? See that? Okay. Now, paano mag-stop? Press nyo lang yung on. Okay. Clear po? I hope na nare-realize nyo, okay, ganun pala, no? Pwede palang gamitin how powerful Dynamode is. Okay, next. From horizontal translation, dito tayo sa vertical translation. Okay. So I'm going to allow, this time I'm going to allow you, kayo naman yung magsiset nito sa Dynamode. Hindi ko na siya papakita sa graph mode kasi alam naman natin, ang graph niyan pataas, right? 3 units upward, 5 units downward. Pero what I want here, ang objective ko dito is ma-enter niyo siya on your own sa graph mode. Okay, take note of this, absolute value of x plus 3, absolute value of x minus 5. Okay. So on the Dynamode, okay, exit ko muna. So, pwedeng may variable a ka dyan, pwedeng wala, okay? So, what I want is the vertical, mag-i-include ako ng another variable, in this case, plus 3 minus 5, di ba? So, maglagay ako dyan ng another variable, let's say plus any variable other than x and a. So, I want b. So, I'm going to press alpha b. Okay, see that? Absolute value of alpha b. Okay. Clear po? Na-enter natin. I'm going, sige, paki-enter po muna. So, 3 seconds. Sige. Initially, kanina may absolute value of x minus a tayo. So, mag-enter kayo ng variable. How? Okay. Plus b. Okay. Ulitin ko po. So, plus alpha b. Okay. Yung logarithm. Okay. See that? Okay. Then, execute. Okay. Execute again. 2 beses. Okay. Now, ma'am and sir, take note, ang naka-dynamic variable, ibig sabihin ang gagalaw, yung A. Kasi yan yung ginawa ko kanina. Since nag-enter ka ng another variable, ang gusto kong gumalaw ngayon, yung effect, makita yung effect sa graph, is through B. Okay? Through yung B variable. So, select ko yon using your navigation button. Okay? Then press select. F1. See that? Nag-change ng color from A to B. Okay? Ayan, no? Kung gusto ko i-select si A, ayun, A. Gusto ko i-select si B, okay. See that? Okay. Then, ang isi-set ko, siguro, liitan ko lang kasi vertical to. So, -2, alright, up to 2. Okay. Control nyo po yon. And then, that's it. So, hindi ako naka-stop and go, So, F6. So, as you can see here, the graph will move certain units upward, downward, vertically. Okay, as you can see, okay, stop ko yan. Okay, speed. Balik ako sa stop and go. Okay. What I'm trying to show you is this. Look. So, normally, initially, okay. Ayan na naman. Okay. So, initially, ang marirealize nila dyan, so since gumagalaw yung graph, so if B is positive, the graph will move B units upward. Right? If B is negative, the graph will move B units downward. So, mapapakita nyo siya using the dynagraph, the dyna mode of this calculator. All right. Okay. So, record. Again, nangyayari to time to time. Okay. Okay. So, ulitin ko po. Ayan. Execute. Dyna. Okay. Exit. Okay. Dyna. FC. So, ayan. Originally, yan yung graph ko. So, remember, gumalaw na kasi siya kanina sa left. So, kunyari, yan yung origin, B0. As I was saying, if B is positive 1, okay, if B is positive 1, the graph moves 1 unit upward. Diba? Marirealize ng student yan. Okay? Upward, downward, and so on. Okay? So, that's how dynagraph will work. Okay. Okay. Clear po? Now, next. With that, so syempre na-introduce. So if naintindihan ngayon ng student yung graph, behavior ng graph using those modes, okay, marirealize nila ngayon ano na yung effect nito kahit hindi ko i-graph. Okay? So describe the graph of y equals absolute value 4x minus 3 plus 5 with respect to the graph of 4x. Okay? So, meaning to say, so syempre, note that may 4x dyan. So, pakita natin, no? Okay. So, from here, okay, punta ako sa graph. Okay, delete ko yan. Okay, papakita ko yung graph y equals, okay, 4x minus 3. Minus 3 ba? Okay, minus 3. Minus 3, okay. Now, para ma-enter ko yung constant sa labas, okay, cursor out. Okay, just use this navigation button. Plus 5. Okay. So, now, pag graph, okay. Ano nangyari? Okay, select ko. Ayun. Masyado malayo. Okay. V window. Okay, initialize. Balik ako sa original. Alright. So, nasa taas. Kasi yung graph mo is 5 units upward. Okay, so if I'm going to graph the original, okay, para makita nyo, so that is option, numeric, abs, bilisan ko na, okay. So, ayan, ma'am and sir. As you can see, okay, zoom out ko para mas makita nyo. Okay, the original is the red one. So, ibig sabihin, so, the graph, sabi ang instruction, describe the graph will move 3/4 units to the right. Alright? 3/4 unit to the right. Okay? Kasi you have to solve for x. Okay? And then 5 units upward. Okay? Clear po tayo doon? Okay, so that's how you introduce your absolute graph of absolute value function using your emulator. Next. Actually, parehas lang siya sa quadratic function. Ito naman for grade 9. Okay, so syempre, we math teachers, alam natin kung anong graph ng parabola. Pero paano sa students? Okay. So, papakita natin. Okay. So, pwede nyo balikan if you want to try it on your own sa table. Okay. Sige, pakita natin. Okay. Suppose I'm going to graph. Introduce mo naman. Gusto mo introduce mo yung quadratic function using table mode kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina. So, y equals x squared. Okay. Ang square ko is this. Itong button na to. Okay. Then, don't forget to set your domain. Ayan, -3 to 3 ako lagi. Okay, then table. Okay, so ito yung table ko. Okay, if x -3, alright, y is 9. Siyempre, you have to square -3. If x -2, so -2 square is 4, and so on. Notice, nawala na siya. Nawala na yung graph kasi pinalitan ko yung mode ko kanina. So, if I want dual screen ko ulit. Okay, ayun o, naka-off yung dual screen ko. So, on ko siya. Alright. Okay, there you go. Okay. So zoom out. Okay, let's see. B window. Okay. So ayan. So kung ipa-plot ko, ito, this is my parabola. Hindi pa siya makikita masyado kasi hindi pa konti lang yung in-enter mong number. Okay? So if you want to connect it, this is how parabola looks like. Okay. Tama? Okay, that's how you do it in the table. Okay, kung babalik tayo sa graph mode, okay, so meron na siya dyan. Okay? Yan, that's parabola. Okay? So, ganun lang po yun. Now, this is another important topic in grade 9. Kung kayo grade 9 teacher, I advise, so aralin nyo to. This is another way in introducing the behavior of the graph of y equals ax squared as a changes. Okay. We teachers, alam natin paano magbabago yung graph on the change of a. Pero sa student, marirealize nila, okay, if a is ganito, ganito itsura ng parabola. If a is lumiit, ganito itsura. Okay. So, dediretso ako sa Dynamat o Dynagraph. Okay. So, take note, ano yung effect, ang kailangan ko dito, ma-realize ng student, mapakita ko sa student, what will be the effect of A. Alright. So, mag-enter ako ng variable A dito. Okay, so alpha A. Okay. Then, that's it. Execute. Alright. So, set. Gusto ko this time, mag-start ako kay 0.25. 1/4 ang gusto ko. Gusto ko mag-start si A as 1/4. And then, gawin ko na lang siyang siguro 3. Alright? And then, yung step ko this time, hindi 1. Gawin ko siyang 0.25. Ulitin ko po Gusto ko A is 1/4. Anong mangyayari kung magiging 1/2 yung A, magiging 1 yung A, magiging 3 yung A, and so on. Okay, I choose step 0.25. So meaning, from 0.25, magiging 0.5, 0.75, 1, and so on. There you go. Okay, then Dyna. See that? Okay. Ito yung graph when A is 0.25. Again, ang gusto kong ma-realize ng student, anong mangyayari as A changes. Look, from 0.25, if A is 0.5, lumiit yung graph. Or parang naging, di ba, ma-realize nila. As A increases, the graph, di ba, the graph becomes narrower. See that? Did you get my point? Okay, as A increases, the graph becomes narrower. On the other hand, okay, as A decreases, the graphs become wider. Habang lumalaki yung A, lumiliit yung opening ng parabola mo. Habang lumiliit yung A mo, lumalaki yung opening ng parabola mo, and vice versa. See that? So through that, mapapakita nyo yung effect ni A kay parabola. Okay? I hope na kita nyo yung paano nyo siya gagamitin on your own classes. Okay. Now, ito alam na natin yung effect, no? So an instruction lang dito, what will be the effect of h and k on the graph of y equals a times x minus h to b squared plus k with respect to the graph of y equals ax squared. So, alam natin yung h will be the horizontal translation and k will become the vertical translation. Okay. So, pakita natin yan. Okay. So, in this case, pakita ko lang ano na lang ako. Graph. Dynagraph pa rin. Okay. So, actually, pwede ko nang i-delete to. Alright, yung A. So, what I'm going to enter now is the two variables H and K. Okay. So, minus, let's say, another variable. Wala. Merong H, pero I just use A. Okay? Okay. Then, cursor out, plus K. Plus K pala. Okay. Alpha B. Okay. Alright. Execute. So, now, yun nga lang pala, ma'am and sir, sa Dynagraph, hindi mo siya mapapagalaw dalawa, yung variable. One at a time. Okay, A lang muna. I want A. Okay, select ko si A. Then, isi-set ko siya. Gawin ko lang integer. -2 to 2. and then 1. All right. Then speed ko is stop and go pa rin ako. Dyna. Okay, press F6. As you can see here, from originally, so 0 yan, A is 0. Okay, if A is positive 1, the graph will move 1 unit to the right. Kagaya lang nung absolute value kanina. Okay? Kagaya lang nung absolute value kanina. Same thing kapag vertical. Okay, so same thing kapag vertical. So, kung pagagalawin ko yung vertical, so select ko lang yung B. Okay, cursor down, select. Then, set ko yung speed. Okay na yan. Okay, then that's it. So, basically, nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea, ganun-ganun lang siya. Okay. Okay? So, upward, downward. So, that's how H and K will affect your graph. Okay? Clear po tayo? Okay, now, ito, solving part. Okay, nandito na tayo sa solving part. Like I said in the introduction, there's nothing wrong dun sa pag-solve ng part. Halimbawa, just enter the equation, you're going to get the vertex right away. There's nothing wrong with that. Kaya lang, para hindi madipit yung purpose ng learning, dapat bago nyo ipakita sa students to, dapat see to it na intindihan nila muna how to get the vertex, the axis of symmetry, etc. manually. Dapat ma-acquire muna nila yung skills na yon bago nila gamitin yung calculator. Okay, but anyway, ipapakita ko rin sa inyo to para ma-realize nyo, okay, this is na kayang-kaya siya sa calculator. Okay? So, I'll go to the graph mode. Okay? So, then I'm going to enter the equation. Take note, 1 to negative 8. Okay. So, x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay, then draw. Okay, zoom out ko siya. Alright. Ang instruction, find the vertex. Okay, find the vertex. So, sa calculator na to, like I said, makuha mo na siya everything in just certain clicks. Okay, now, makikita nyo sa F5, yung yellow dyan, nakalagay G-solve. So, you're going to solve. Okay? So, you're going to solve it. Okay. Sige, nag-ano ulit siya. Okay. So, ulitin ko, no, while waiting for my emulator to resume. Okay. So, stress ko ulit, mga ma'am and sir, so dapat bago nyo ipakita yung shortcut na to so dapat na-acquire nila yung skills how to get the vertex, range, x-intercept manually. Alright. Okay, I'm back. Okay, my emulator is now back. Okay. Alright. So, what? Okay, as I was saying, graph. So, don't worry, hindi naman nabura siya. Okay. So, yan. So, now, as you can see here, gaya ng sinasabi ko kanina, F5, makikita nyo G-solve. Meaning, isusolve mo everything about this equation. Pag press ko ng F5, there you go. Makikita na agad. Okay? So, on my first question, what is the vertex? Okay, walang vertex na makikita dyan. But, we know in parabola, meron kang maximum or minimum point. Depende sa opening. So, since this is a parabola that opens upward, since your quadratic term is positive, okay, so the vertex is the minimum point. So I'm going to select minimum. So press F3. There you go. Okay, so that's it. Yun na yun. Ang vertex is -1, -3. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay. So you can do this para okay. So halimbawa, introduce nyo sa class nyo, kunyari, you ask them, pwede kong gamitin itong calculator na kunyari, ito yung synchronous classes nyo, you give your students some time to solve, and then i-discuss nyo, check their own work, kung nakuha nila yung tamang sagot, pwede nyo ipakita using the calculator. Okay, dun yun, para hindi ma-depict yung purpose, like I said. Now, how about the axis of symmetry? Okay, we know sa function, quadratic function, ang axis of symmetry is vertical line, right? That will pass the vertex. Okay, so to do that, i-draw natin. Okay, this is another skill. Take note of what I'm going to press. Ang default ng graph ko is function yan, di ba? Function y equals x something. So this time, mag-i-input ako ng vertical line, which is definitely not a function. All right. So to do that, okay, okay, naka Y2 ako, no? So press type. Ito, type F3. Okay, see that kung gusto kong mag-enter other than Y, gusto kong mag-enter ng X, okay, vertical line, so I'm going to press F4. See that nag-change yung Y mo to X. Okay? Nag-change yung Y mo to X. Okay, so what I'm going to enter, so is -1. Okay, X equals -1. Okay? There you go. So, ito yung vertical line, yung axis of symmetry ko that will pass through the vertex. Again, pakita natin kung nag-pass ba talaga sa vertex. So, ayun. So, just press the minimum. Okay? It passes through x equals -1. Now, kung gusto mong maging artistic ng konti yung graph mo, so normally, broken line ang gawin natin. Pwede naman natin pakita yon. Okay. So, here, tingnan nyo po ito kung paano mag-change ng, kung gusto kong broken line or something, press F4, tool, and then the style, F1. Okay. If I want it to appear as broken line, okay, piliin nyo na lang kung anong gusto nyo dyan. There you go. Okay. That's for the axis of symmetry. Then the minimum or maximum value, so syempre yung minimum value natin, so y equals -9. Ganun lang, so masasagutan na siya. Then domain, alam natin, all real numbers yan, pero ang range natin, okay, depende kung ano yung minimum value mo. So in this case, so syempre, hindi mapapakita ni calculator yung range. As in, y is less than or equal to, ano to? 9. 9 ba yan? Okay. -9. So, hindi niya mapapakita yon. Okay? So, it's important na alam ng student. So, since that this is a parabola that opens upward, so, -9 to +∞. That's the range. Okay? Now, x and y intercept, makukuha niya rin. Nakita niyo naman na kanina. So, ito yun. If y intercept, press ko lang F4. Okay? The y intercept is 0, -8. Okay? If x intercept ang kailangan ko, okay? Intersection. Okay. So ito, x-intercept. Okay, clear po tayo? So that's how you can use it in your class. Okay, na makita nila o ma-realize nila, okay, ito pala yung mga kinonfute kong values. Okay, so from grade 9, jump ako sa calculus. Okay, so since nasa parabola na tayo, kagaya ng ginawa ni, excuse me, ni Doc Peter kanina. Okay, problem number 9. So, again, the jump ako from grade 9 to senior high school calculus. Determine the area under the curve y equals x squared from x equals 0 to x equals 4. Okay. So, delete ko muna to. Alright, delete ko muna yan. So, and then y equals x squared. Wait lang po. Okay. Change style. Oh, wait. Type y. So, binalik ko siya sa y. Okay. Okay, okay. So, nasa na yung aking writing pen? Okay, ito yun. Alright, isusolve ko po muna siya para makita natin yung magkukompute nating values ay tama. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay. By the way, what I'm using here is Mimeo Studio. Okay. So, ito yung ginagamit ko sa mga class ko to write. Okay. Okay. Medyo dito. Okay. So, hindi lumalabas yung aking tool. Okay. Anyway, so, like I said, this is a calculus, no? So, suppose I'm going to solve the area under the curve, like in the problem, y equals x squared from 0 to 4. Okay, meaning to say, so kung isosolve ko yan, that is the integral of x squared dx, alright, where x is from 4 to 0. Okay, hindi naman to ganun kahirap since the function is just y equals x squared. So therefore, ang integral nito, so x cubed over 3, okay, evaluate mo siya from 4 to 0. So that is, if x is 4, so that will be 4 cubed over 3 minus 0 cubed over 3. Dun sa mga nagtuturo ng calculus, nasusundan niyo to, I'm sure. Pero papakita ko lang na ito yung sagot. Alright, so 4 cubed over 3, that's 64 over 3 minus 0. So, okay na yan. Okay, so ang sagot is 64 over 3. Now, okay. So, pakita natin ano yung 64 over 3 in decimal. So, punta ako sa run matrix. Okay, 64 over 3. Take note of the decimal, ha. Okay, 21.3. Again, yung computed value ko, 64 over 3 or 21.3. Now, okay, balik ako kay graph mode. So, since like I said, tumalon ako from grade 9 to senior high school. Okay, yan na naman siya. So, papakita natin, pwede palang i-compute yung area under the curve using your graphing calculator. Okay. Okay. Ilag, okay. So, lakihan ko na lang, then okay na tayo. Alright. Okay, so y equals x squared. Okay, y equals x squared. Alright. So now, again, what I'm trying to get here is the area under the curve from 0 to 4. So paano ko gagawin yun sa calculator? Sa mga senior high school teacher, this is how are you going to do it? Okay, again, G-solve. Okay, see that? Root, max, minimum, y-intercept, intersection. And then, ibig sabihin ng play button na to actually, next page actually. So, press F6. There you go. This is the integral symbol. Okay, if I'm going to press F3, okay, and then makita ko yung integral symbol pa rin doon, press F1. So, since you're after for the area under the curve from 0 to 4, enter ko lang yung lower and upper boundary ko. So, to do that, press mo yung X. Okay? Ulitin ko po ito mamaya. Okay, 0. Okay? Then press ko ulit X for the upper boundary or upper bound, 4. There you go. So this is the area under the curve. See that? This is the area 21.33 as we compute, as reflected on our solution. 64 over 3 or 21.33. Okay? See that? That's how you do it. Again, ulitin ko po baka nalilito. Okay, kasi okay. So ulitin ko. To do that, so G-solve, okay? So integral, okay? And then para makuha mo yung lower boundary, so from -1, from 0 I mean, okay? Execute, okay? And then X ulit, yung X button mo to 4. Then that's it. That's how you do it. Okay. Yon. Now, well, skip ko na yung ibang part na to so since we are running out of time. So, bigay ko na lang yung isa pang important, no? Mag-graph ako ng isang sign ng trigonometric function and then papakita ko sa inyo yung conics mode. Okay, then we're done. Okay na tayo kasi it's already 11:13. Sige, pakita ko paano mag-graph naman ng trigonometric function. Paano ko mapapakita yun ng may asymptotes, etc. Okay? So, now, okay. So, this time, jump ulit ako from calculus to pre-calculus. This time, mag-graph ako ng sine function muna. Okay. So, in the instruction here, sketch the graph of y equals sine x. So, actually, pwede nyo rin pakita to through table mode. So, kagaya na kanina. Pero hindi ko na ipapakita, no? So, diretso na ako sa graph. So, to do that, okay, so all you have to do is to enter y equals sine x. That's it. Okay. Oh, by the way, dapat naka-radian ako. Okay, shifts. Palitan ko muna yung angle ko, So, that's important. So, naka-radian ako. Okay. So, as we know, ang graph ng sine function is like a wave. Sinusoidal wave, di ba? We call it sinusoidal wave. Okay. So, zoom in. Lalakihan ko lang. So this is how you graph y equals sine x. Okay, now, what I'm trying to do now is to graph sine x pa rin, y equals sine x, over this domain. Paano ko i-enter to on this domain? Okay, on this domain. So to do that, okay, nawala na naman siya. So, normally kasi ang i-display ng calculator, syempre, the domain will run from negative infinity to positive infinity. Pero, paano ko ipakita sa calculator kung meron kang certain domain? Halimbawa, negative 2 pi to 2 pi. So, how are we going to do that? Okay, so ganito yon sa calculator. Alright? Okay, so record. Okay. Okay, so y equals sine x. Okay, so to do that, okay, dali niyo yung cursor dito. Okay, then comma. E-enter ko ngayon yung domain ko from negative to 2 pi, so bracket. So ito yung bracket, yung plus sign, kaya lang you have to press the shift button. Okay, so shift, bracket. See that? Negative 2 pi. So negative 2. Ang pi ko, ito, yung sa dulo, sa ilalim, yung may x, yung may 10 raised to x. Okay? But you have to press shift. So shift, pi. See that? Okay? So negative 2 pi to 2 pi. So comma ulit to shift pi. Okay. Then bracket. Okay? So that's it. Pag press mo yung dinisplay mo yung graph, okay. So makikita nyo, na limit na kanina, dire-diretso siya, di ba? From negative to positive infinity. This time, makikita nyo yung graph niya. So, nakakontrol na siya from negative 2 pi to positive 2 pi. Okay, that's how you do it for the sine function. Okay. Second to the last, okay, so i-graph ko yung cosecant. Paano i-graph ang cosecant? Okay. So, sa calculator. Especially, teka, sine, cosine, tangent lang to. Walang cosecant, secant, cotangent. Paano ko gagawin sa calculator yon? Paano ko ipapakita yung graph? So that's what we're going to do now. Okay. So, this time, yung next instruction, graph ito number 15, graph y equals cosecant from 0 to 2 pi lang yung gagawin ko. Okay, from 0 to 2 pi. So, meaning to say, edit ko to. Gusto ko 0 to 2 pi lang. Okay. 0 to 2 pi. Alright. So, see, ang graph ko ganyan. That's the graph of y equals sine x from 0 to 2 pi. Mga ma'am and sir. Okay. So, now, to enter the graph of cosecant, syempre important may mga, sa cosecant, merong asymptote doon, di ba? So, I have to enter the asymptote muna. Okay. So, to do that, we know ang asymptote ng graph will pass through the x-intercept. Tama? Will pass here, dadaan dyan, dadaan dyan. Tama? Okay. So, ang tanong, ano yung mga points na yan? Ano yung mga x-intercept na yan? So, balik tayo, G-solve. Okay. Find the roots. Okay. So, one root is 0. Okay. Followed by 3.14. Tandaan natin. And then that's pi. And this is 2 pi. 6.28. So, meaning to say, mag-graph ako ng vertical line. Okay. So, type. Okay. Okay, x. So, 0. Okay. And then, mag-graph ako ng 3.14. Pwedeng enter ang 3.14 or pi itself. And then, 6.28. 6.28. There you go. So, I want it to appear as broken line, kagaya ng ginawa ko sa asymptote kanina. Okay. So, papalitan ko tong type. So, from the tool, type, style, and then broken line. See that? Nag-change siya from solid line to dash line. Same thing with this one. Okay. And this one. Okay. There you go. So, see that? Ito yung asymptote ko ngayon. Okay. Now, to graph the cosecant. Okay. So, ito na. As mentioned earlier, walang cosecant. Yan. Wala naman. Sige. Anyway, as you can see dun sa calculator nyo na walang cosecant, secant, cotangent. So what are you going to do? So dyan papasok dapat, aware tayo dun sa reciprocal identities. Okay? We know sine and cosecant are reciprocal, so yun ang gagamitin ko. And yun ang i-display ni Casio. Okay. So, to do that, okay. Alright. So, sa graph mode, hindi naman yan nabura. Sana. Okay, good. Okay. So, I'm going to enter a function again, but since naka-x yan, I'm going to change the type. So, y equals. Okay, kagaya ng ginawa ko kanina. Okay, like I said, reciprocal ni sine si cosecant. So, what I'm going to do to graph cosecant, so 1, okay, this is for my fraction over sine x. Okay, sine x. Then, of course, you have to enter the domain. Okay? So, from 0, okay, diretsuhin ko na to kasi it's already 11:20. So, 2, shift, pi. Okay, shift, bracket. Anyway, pwede nyo naman po siyang balik-balikan kung gusto nyo talagang gamitin si class Wiz in introducing it in your class. Okay. So, again, this is how the graph of cosecant looks like. Okay, yung block na yan. Over 0 to 2 pi. Sir, I don't want the sine x to appear on my graph. Pwede naman yon. Kung ayaw nyo makita yung sine x, okay, itong sine x na to, pwede nyo siyang i-unselect. See that? Note that ito naka-solid, naka-highlight ng red, green, violet, black. So, pag press mo yung select, so notice nawala yung highlight na blue. Pag drino mo siya, nawala yung sine wave. Okay, so this is the graph of cosecant from 0 to 2 pi. Clear? And last, okay, so I'm almost on the last part of my presentation. Okay, para sa mga pre-calculus teacher, gamit na gamit to sa class nyo, okay, kasi meron talaga siyang mode designed for conic sections. Okay, when you go to the conic, again, for the menu, when you go to the conic, okay, ayun, pipiliin mo na lang yung orientation ng graph mo. Parabola that opens to the right, okay, kung standard or general form ba siya, okay, okay, circle, standard and general, ellipse, and hyperbola, okay, both major and minor axis, okay, pwede mong piliin. Okay, magpapakita lang tayo ng siguro isa na lang, okay, sa ellipse na, madali na lang yung circle, ellipse na lang, okay. So, pakita natin sa ellipse. Ito. So, given the ellipse, x minus 5 to be squared over 100 plus y minus 3 to be squared over 64 equals 1, determine the following. Okay. So, enter lang natin yan. So, since ang given dito ay ellipse in the standard form, so, piliin ko yung ellipse na nasa standard form. Okay. So, which is this one. Right? Ito lang yan. So, that's it. Execute. So, see that? Okay, ang enter mo lang yung mga values ng AB, HK. So ang AB ko is 164. So meaning ang A ko is 10. All right, kasi A squared is 100. Then ang B ko is 64, so therefore ang B ko dapat dito is 8. See that? And then my H is 5, my K is 3. Okay. H is 5, my K is 3. Then that's it. Draw. So this is how your ellipse looks like. Zoom out ko lang para makita natin. Isa pa. Zoom out. There you go. That's how your ellipse looks like. Now, sa calculator, again, para hindi madipit ang purpose ng learning, kunyari, nasa kalagitnaan ka ng lesson mo, bigay mo yan sa kanila, let them solve first, then on your discussion, gamit ka na nito. Okay, para hindi madipit yung purpose. Okay, tapos na. Hindi na ako magsusolve. Download ko na lang to. Diba? Hindi ganon. Okay. So, to get the center, foci, vertices, and so on, so just press G-solve. Basta isusolve lahat. Isusolve niya. There you go. Okay? So, if I want to get the center, that's it. The center of the ellipse is 5,3. Okay? If I want to get the foci, so there are two focus here, foci. So, one is located at 11,3. Okay? The other one, negative 1,3. Okay? For the vertices, ayun na. So, kaya lang dito, di ba may vertex ko, vertices, kay calculator, considered as vertex lahat. So, i-move nyo na lang siya. Ayan yung mga vertex ko, 5, negative 5, negative 5, 3, 5, 11, 15, 3, and so on. Okay? So, that's it. Actually, 1.5 hours is really not enough para ma-discuss yung everything na nandito sa calculator. Like I said in the introduction of my presentation, I'm going to focus on the graph part. Okay, actually, very powerful yan. Nandito yung statistics. Okay, nandiyan yung spreadsheet. It's like meron kang mini Excel. Alright, pwede nyo explore yan. Okay, meron din tayo para sa mga nagtuturo ng business math. Okay, nandiyan yung mga simple interest and so on. Okay, but like I said, ang focus ko sa presentation ngayon is the graph part. Okay, pero kung ikaw ay Gen Math teacher, General Mathematics teacher, senior high school, this calculator is perfect fit for you to make your class more motivating, more attractive, more appealing to your students. Okay. So, I wish I'm afraid you don't have time. So, ang masasabi ko na lang, so, i-maximize natin yung mga available technology sa atin. All we have to do is just to explore. Okay? So, wag tayong matakot. Hindi, okay? So, para ma-provide natin yung best para sa mga students natin. Okay? So, I hope you learned something on this. So, kung medyo mabilis, you can watch it, replay, fast forward, and so on. And kung meron pang question, if you want assistance, go to the Facebook page ng Casio Calculator Philippines. Ano lang kayo ng question doon, and the Casio technical teacher will answer it for you. Okay? Ma'am Weng, Sir Buds?
Ayan.
Sobrang
sobrang functional pala ng Casio calculator.
Yes.
So, functional, easy to use. So, hindi na mahihirapan yung mga bata, especially yung mga students natin ngayon. So, as long as na dapat meron silang Casio calculator. Ayan.
Yeah, so, maganda yun.
Actually,
sige, Sir Vidallo.
Yung ginawa natin ngayon, so syempre this webinar is designed for teachers. So gaya ng sabi ko kanina, so they can use this para maging mas appealing, makatulong sa kanila how to introduce the lesson. Okay.
So, ayan.
For students, kung gagamitin to ng students agad, like I said, madidipit yung purpose, hindi na sila magko-compute manually. So I suggest, well, of course, there's nothing with this. This is for a teaching tool.
Yes.
Or kung gagamitin ng students natin, tell them na, okay, bago nyo, kung baga pang check lang, wag mag-rely solely ang estudyante sa technology dito. Okay, dapat alam muna nila manually, then check their answer using the calculator. Ganun lang.
Yeah. So far, tama naman yung nakikita ko sa mga bata natin, especially sa school. Ginagamit talaga nila yan for checking. Kasi sa atin, di ba, sa school, ginagamit pa rin, sinusunod pa rin yung process ninyo how to teach math, how to solve each problem.
Mathematics.
So, ganyan nga, yung lahat ng mga application, makakatulong siya for checking, pero syempre, kailangan pa rin natin matutunan yung tamang process. Kaya ng sinabi nga, Sir Vidallo.
Tama yun, baka isipin ng ibang mga ating mga viewers, especially mga parents natin. So, ibig sabihin ng mga bata wala nang gagawin. Gamitin na lang nila yung application na yun. So, hindi po. Ang turo po dyan is, kumbaga assisted mode lang, yung mga applications na yan. Pang-counter check lang siya. Kagandahan lang dito kasi ito is may ibang school kasi na ina-allowed naman talaga yung paggamit, lalo na sa mga subject na medyo, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, no? Meron mga areas na ina-allowed yung paggamit ng calculator. Nakakatawa kasi ito, alam naman natin sa panahon ngayon, hindi nakakayanin ng mga learners natin na, for example, bumili ng mga gadgets. So with the help of Casio, ang nangyayari ngayon, meron silang applications na pwedeng i-download ng mga teachers and ng mga learners. So, meron silang mapag-practicean. Para kung sakasakali, medyo nakaluwag-luwag na at gusto nila mag-purchase talaga ng calculator na physical, pwede na. Ang mahalaga ron is na-maximize nila, na-train nila yung sarili nila using the applications na meron tayo sa ating Casio site. So talagang napakaganda at napakaswerte natin kasi alam naman natin, Casio ay laging nandyan upang tulungan po tayong mga teachers at ating mga estudyante. Alam ko sa DepEd Mandaluyong, we have one pilot school and even sa Maxay, alam ko ginagamit yung mga Casio calculators na yan. So talagang lagi natin kaakibat ang Casio sa anumang oras ng ating pagkatuto. Tama ba, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, tamang-tama yan. Sa anumang oras ng pagkatuto, napakalalim.
Yes.
Tama naman.
Kasi di ba na So siguro, Ma'am, bigyan natin patagalin. Thank you, Sir Vidallo, for that very wonderful explanation about 2 Casio applications. So again, sir, hope to see you again. I think hindi ito yung huli. So makakasama ka pa po namin uli sa darating na sessions. Again, thank you, Sir Vidallo, and stay safe always. And God bless po. Now at this point, Ma'am Weng,
Thank you.
To introduce our next speaker.
Okay. So, dear participants, yung mga live dyan, please stay tuned kasi more exciting pa yung ating next speaker. So, she is currently math teacher at Makati Science High School. She obtained her Bachelor of Secondary Education degree major in mathematics under CHED Scholar program and has completed the academic requirements for Master of Science in Mathematics at Philippine Normal University. Now, she is pursuing to complete her master at the University at Rizal System. She is an MTOP lecturer and an MTOP exemplary teacher for 2019. She had been a lecturer and speaker for different math and pedagogical content and was one of the regional trainer in primals of 2018, a module writer for junior high school and for the Division of Makati, a book author for elementary and high school math, most of all, a Casio EdTech for 4 years and counting. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Reverie Vargas.
Hello, Ma'am.
Hi, Sir Vance. Good morning po. Morning pa.
Good morning, Ma'am.
Yes. Excited na ako.
Yes, Ma'am. So dahil excited ka na, Ma'am, at alam ko excited na rin ang ating mga mathematics teachers, both from elementary, junior high school, and senior high school, Ma'am. So let's start it. Let's get it on, Ma'am.
Yes, let's get it on. Thank you, Ma'am. Hi, good afternoon, dear teachers. I hope you already downloaded your Casio class with FX991 EX emulator. So, yan po yung gagamitin natin ngayong araw. Normally, ang default po yan pag atin pong na-consider ay ang sa ating desktop. Mada-download po yan sa ating desktop. Now, once we have it on our desktop, double-click lang po natin. And once we double-click it, kindly click on, you have 2 choices. Ang i-click po natin, no, I want to continue with my current version because this is a trial version po for our dear teachers, lalo na po sa pag-create natin ng content nowadays for our video lessons for asynchronous teaching and synchronous teaching. So let me share my slide with you. Yan. Naka-share na po ba? Yan. Okay. So since I have my slide already here, if you're going to see this, yung nasa left side po ng screen ko, ito po yung emulator na gagamitin natin for today's discussion. Notice that ang ginamit ko pong platform is PowerPoint. This is something na medyo familiar kasi ang lahat ng ating teachers. We can use this in our synchronous and asynchronous teaching in creating video lessons. So, kaya po etong dalawa yung ginamit kong platform ngayon para something na familiar na sa ating mga teachers. So, ang una-una po natin gagawin is to look at our emulator. In our emulator, makikita po natin, functions po muna tayo. On the upper side, nakikita po yung pointer natin. There are 5 illustrations under the heading Window Tools and Help. Meron po tayong 5. Kapag po clinic natin yung third, makikita po natin yung bigger version ng ating screen. So if you're going to do synchronous or asynchronous teaching, maganda po ito na pwede nating malagyan. So let's try. If I type 9, 9 will appear. Whatever appears on my screen also appear on the pop-up display. Ito po yung pangatlo. Kung gusto po natin gamitin to when we are doing asynchronous or synchronous teaching. What if we want to use this? So yan po yung pangatlo. Yung dulo po, if you click on the rectangular figure na meron tayong, ano ba yan? Squares. 6 na squares. If we click on that, ito po yung keylog. Katulad sa ClassWiz CG50, may keylog din po si Casio ClassWiz. Ito po yun. Once we click on 6, whatever we press, it will appear here in our keylog, and at the same time, the ones that appear on our screen also appears here. Pero what's good about the keylog is you can always reset the keylog. So 0 na po siya. Ibig sabihin, wala na tayo ulit prines. This is used para po makasunod tayo on the details, on the discussion that we're going to have today, para po makita nyo, ay nawawala ako, anong prines ni teacher. So yan po. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is, pag dinelete po natin naman sa keylog, hindi naman po siya na-delete sa screen, because if we do delete here, we delete here. Another thing to be aware of if you're using ClassWiz emulator is we use the interfacer of Casio. Normally po, yung keypad natin, ilimit po natin gamitin kasi napipress naman po siya dito sa calculator mismo. So let's use the calculator. So see po, sa keylog, nagde-delete siya. Okay po ba tayo? I hope everyone can follow. But I'm not going to use the pop-up display because it will cover my screen here. I'm going to use the keylog. Yan. Now, we're going to have discussion on math lessons with Casio. We're going to take it on the teacher side and the student side. Let's look at the interface. Normally, yung Casio calculator po, yung ClassWiz, meron po tayong menu button. If we click on menu button, there are 12 menus. Sige po, let me identify the menus first. We have the calculate. The second is complex. You can use, this is the navigating tools where you can go to direction you want to go. Ito po yung base N, matrix, vectors, statistics. Yan, mamaya po pag didiscuss natin yung statistics. Distribution, spreadsheet, table, equation function, inequality, at meron po siyang special feature for ratio. So, ayan po, nakita niyo po, arrow side lang yung mga kiniklik ko. So, start na po tayo. Another thing that we have to do is there are three functions. The main functions are the ones we see on the screen. Yan po, pag clinic natin si cosine, okay, on po muna natin. Menu 1. Yan, calculate mode po ang menu 1. Menu 1, calculate mode. So we're on calculate mode. So if I click on sine, yan, it appears on the screen. These are the main function. Now, on po tayo or AC ko po. If we're going to click on the yellow functions, ito po yung shift, QR, solve, mixed numbers, cube root. If we want to use those functions, log, fact, all those yellow functions, we need to click on shift for them to do their function. At the same time, meron pa rin po, other than shift, meron din po tayong alpha functions, the red functions. Yan. Favorite ko po kasi yung red, so red functions. Ayan po si alpha. Meron po tayo, pag clinic po natin si alpha, tapos clinic po natin si negative, notice mag-a-appear yung A. Kasi po, yun yung red function ni alpha. Yan, nakakasunod po ba? Paano kung gusto ko B? O di alpha, tapos naman po yung degree, minutes, seconds, ang red function niya ay B. So I'll click on that para mag-appear si B. Are we clear po? Hope everyone can follow. Sige po, isa pa. Alpha and then C. Mag-appear po si C. So, there you go. Yan po yung mga basic functions ng ClassWiz natin. Ano pa po? Meron po kasing function si ClassWiz na kung saan we can actually identify, we can assign values to the variable. Mamaya pag-uusapan po natin yan. But, first, in the beginning of every class, sa Makati Science High School po kasi gumagamit po kami ng ClassWiz. So, pag ginamit po namin siya sa klase namin, the first thing that we do and the last thing that we do is to initialize. Initialize is like refresh. Para pong i-reset nyo yung values ng calculator nyo. Bakit? Bakit kailangan i-reset? Now, notice this because I use this to practice already for us this morning. So, ang pwede po natin gawin is, paano natin malalaman kung kailangan natin i-refresh? Shift STO, meaning ang yellow function niya is to recall, makikita nyo po, ay may naka-assign na value. Others are 0, pero may naka-assign na value kay Y at may naka-assign din na value kay X. Ang gusto natin, ma-refresh siya. Anong gagawin natin? So, are you with me? Kindly take note of this po. to refresh the values that you have for class quiz at the beginning of the class and at the end of the class. Bakit kailangan at the end of the class? Out of respect to the next user of our class quiz. So, ang gagawin po natin, shift, reset, nakita nyo po yung 9, nakita nyo po yung pre-nest natin, shift 9. Anong gagawin natin? We're going to initialize all values. So, 3, then press equals, then AC. Again, shift, andito po tayo sa keylog, nakita po ba natin? 9, 3, equals, then AC. That will initialize all the value. Anong mangyayari doon? Sige, i-recall po natin yung ginawa natin kanina para makita natin yung values. Shift, and then recall. Tingnan nyo po yung value ni Y. Wala ng 5, 0 na siya. Yung value din ni X, 0 na siya. So that's one thing that we can actually use in our respective classes, no? Unang-una sa lahat, kailangan nating i-reset. Yan. So simula pa lang po tayo, wala pa tayo dun sa pinaka-main ng ating discussion today. But then, it's already an exciting day because we started early and we started with really good speakers. So let's continue with a lot of learning this afternoon. We're going to focus on grade 7 to 11 mathematics. Siguro po ang take na lang natin as a teacher para sa akin. Ito po yung take natin as a teacher and also take din natin kung paano natin siya magagamit on creating modules as well. Kasi sobrang helpful po nito nung gumagawa ako ng book. Mamaya po makikita niyo kung paano. Gumawa din po ako ng module and sobrang helpful po nito dun sa pag-create ko din ng module. Laking tulong. So let's start. Start po tayo with laws of exponent. Kaya lang may prerequisite Casio skills. Ayan. May mga prerequisite skills din pala sa calculator. Yes, there are prerequisite skills in calculator. Now, what is the prerequisite skills if we are going to discuss laws of exponent? Yun yung function ng prime factorization. What do you mean prime factorization? Pwede pala sa Casio calculator makuha yung prime factors ng numbers. Now, let's see. Let's click on on button. Tapos, make sure na nasa menu 1 tayo. As what is already on the screen. Kung hindi naman po, we can click on menu and then 1 para alam natin na nasa calculate mode po tayo. Now, how do we get the prime factorization? Let's key in the number. 4,860. Ano pong gagawin? Press equal sign. Okay, wala namang nangyayari. But, click on shift and then the degree, minute, seconds. Ang yellow function po niyan ay fact. Yan po yung prime factors ng 4,860. So, 4,860, prime factorization ng 4,860 is 2 squared times 3 to the 5th times 5. Okay, let's do it again po. Sige, on tayo. Let's do it again. How do we get the prime factors? 24,200. Doon na po tayo sa pangalawa. Sana po nasasabayan ako. Gamitin po natin yung emulator natin while we're actually doing this. Ano pong gagawin natin? Equal sign, then shift, fact. So, ang prime factorization pala ng 24,200 ay 2 cubed times 5 squared times 11 squared. Kung may enough time, sana tayo talagang we're going to dwell on this, no? Pero yun po. Are we clear po? Hope everything is clear on the, ano nga po yung ginamit natin? Menu 1, tapos po ang ginamit nating feature ay shift, fact. Yan. Now, let's proceed. How are we going to use it in content creation? Maybe you're wondering, gagamit ang mga bata, hindi na nila katulad nga nung sinabi kanina ni Sir Mark, hindi na nila mag-grasp if we're going to use it inside the class. So, it's the other way around. I mean, let's try to be, I am trying to be open-minded about it. Paano kung ganito yung atake natin on this? Sige, tingnan po natin ha. If we're going to do explore activity, kung gagawa kayo ng module, pwede po natin itong ilagay sa what's in, or kung gagawa naman po tayo, what's in, yung parang motivation part. Kung gagawa naman po tayo ng libro, pwede po siya dun sa explore activity. Gagamit po tayo ng class quiz. Paano natin gagamitin? First, the students, imagine you're a student and you're exploring on this. Sabi, kunin ang product. So, i-key in lang natin siya. The exponent is a main function. Andito po si exponent. So, let's click on 2. Let's click on this button, the exponent button, and then 10. Take note, we need to use the side button, the navigating tool, because if we don't use the navigating tool and we click on X, sa exponent, mapupunta si multiplication. So, delete po natin yan. So, 2 to the 10th, side, And then, let's click on 2 to the 5th. May nakalimutan po ako, multiplication, yan. And if we click equal to, we can write 32,768. Okay, 32,700. Nakita niyo po, kaya po PowerPoint yung ginamit ko para madali akong makapag-navigate. Now, paano yung prime factors daw niya, o prime factorization ng value? We can actually get the prime factorization. Katulad ng tinuro kanina, we're going to do shift and then fact. Okay, ang value pala ng product, ang prime factorization ng product ay 2 to the 15. So, magkikiin si student dito, 2 to the 15. Not knowing that if they're going to do this process, actually, they're getting the idea behind the rules on laws of exponent. Gawin po ulit natin with 3 to the 8 times 3 to the 4. 3 to the 8, reset ko po muna para makasunod ang lahat. Okay. 3 to the 8, navigating, sorry. Na-excite po. 3, yan. To the 8, side times 3 to the 4th equals. Okay, that's quite big, no? 531,441. That's the product. But then let's take a look at the prime factorization of the product. We click on shift, fact, 3 to the 12. Actually, sa pangalawa pa lang makikita na ng mga bata. The thing is, when we are doing our module, it's a matter of kapag meron tayong gantong part, if we have this activity sheet, followed by follow-up questions, a very strong process of questioning, automatic makukuha na nila. Pwede nating tanungin, if this is the product, and this is the prime factorization of the product, let's take a look at the numbers that we multiply. 2 to the 10th times 2 to the 5th. Siyempre talagang kagamit po sila ng class wiz dito dahil talagang ang lalaki ng numbers natin. Now, if we're going to look at this, 3 to the 12 ang sagot natin, ano yung 2 to the 10th times 2 to the 5th, and the answer is 2 to the 15th. What can you say about the base? The base are the same. What can we say about the exponents? Okay, parang inad lang yung exponent. So, para makuha ko si product, hindi ko na pala kailangan na i-presto lahat. Ano na lang, ine-expect ko na since inad siya, ine-expect ko na ang prime factorization ng product ko ay 5 raised to 5 raised to 11. Kasi 7 plus 4 is 11. Sige nga, i-key in ko yan sa calculator ko. Tingnan ko nga kung tama ako. So, 5. Okay, reset natin. Masyad nang madami. 5 raised to 11. If we click on equal sign, that will be 48,828,125. So, 5 to 11 yan. Paano kung i-key in ko si 5 to the 4 times 5 to the 7? Pareho ba magiging sagot? Tingnan natin. 5 to the 4th, arrow side, times 5 raised to 7. And equals. Pareho yung sagot. So, hindi ko na kailangan pahirapan yung sarili ko na i-key in to lahat. Pwede ng 5 to 11. Pero paano nila yun nalaman? Because they know how to do shift fact. Tama po ba? So, I hope we can use this. Pwede rin po tayong mag-create ng, pwede po to sa modules natin, sa what's new. What's new nga? Yes, what's new part ng module natin. Yun yung introductory parts. Yan. Now, okay, ang motivation part. Ganun din po itong 2 to the 10. It functions the same. Sige po, let's just try one. Pag sinabi po natin 2 to the 10th divided by 2 to the 4th, okay, function. Okay, ito po medyo, start just an input. Normally, kapag nagsusulat tayo ng fraction 2 to the 5th, kailangan po natin ng navigating tool. And dito po si fraction part. Pero po pag mixed number, do not use fraction and then put 2. Huwag po natin gagamitin yan. Kasi ang ibig pong sabihin yan ay multiplication. So, paano ang gagamitin natin? Just quick show lang po. Shift and then mixed number, fraction, para po mag-mix number na siya. Automatic. So, pag nilagay po natin 2 and 2 over 5, ito po yung kanyang improper fraction. Shift SD lang po para maging mixed number. Yan. Kaya po sabi ko sa inyo, sobrang malaking tulong siya nung gumagawa ako ng libro sa grade 6. Kasi lahat, sigurado ako, lahat ng activities ko, ako hindi ko kinuha sa ibang material because I have my own Casio classwiz. Ito po yung, nakikita ba? Okay. Sige, mamaya na lang po, papakita ko po yung actual version niya. Actually, andito po siya sa screen ko sa PowerPoint. Yan po yung actual version ng calculator. So, click na po natin. Fraction, 2 raised to 10 over 2 raised to 4 and equals 64. Paano kung, anong exponential niyan? So, susulat ko po dito 64. Anong exponential value niyang 64 na yan? Ano ulit po yon? Shift, fact, 2 to the 6. So, mananotice na po nila, okay, ano yung ginawa ko sa exponent? Ano yung base? Yung base ng sagot ko ay pareho, pero anong nangyari sa exponent 10 and 4? Naging 6. Ay, sinabtract ko. So, the next thing that he will actually do ang itapress niya na lang sa calculator niya ay 3 cube. The student was able to identify kung ano yung property based on what? Based on using classwiz or based on using the calculator values that he acquired based on getting the quotient. So, yan po yung isa. Isa pa lang po yan. Nasa menu mode pa, nasa menu 1 pa lang po tayo, calculating mode. Okay po ba tayo with the first part? I hope we're getting it. Now, let's proceed to evaluating algebraic expression. Pwede pa lang mag-evaluate using classwiz. Ito po helpful sa ating teachers. Pwede rin naman po sa mga student to verify their answer. Take note po that the process is very important in mathematics. But importante din po na kasi sa panahon ngayon, I mean, if the parents are really busy at work, the only thing that can verify the student's answer is a gadget na makakatulong sa kanila. If there is a gadget that will tell them, oh, you're correct in your solution, then that's good. Siguro kung ganun po yung function ni classwiz for our student, then better. Another po is for exploration activity, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina. So let's go to evaluating. How do we evaluate algebraic expression using classwiz? So if x is equal to -7, find the value of the following expression. How do we find the value of the given expression? Now, dito po papasok, calculate mode pa rin po tayo. Calculate mode pa rin po tayo. Ano yung sa calculate mode? Okay. Ngayon, maglalagay po tayo ng value. I-assign natin na yung x ay equal sa -7. Paano po natin gagawin yon? Okay. All eyes now. So, sa classwiz po natin, i-click po natin si -7, yung value. Then, i-click po natin si STO. And then, i-click po natin saan po natin i-assign anong variable? X. Yung gagamitin po nating x is not the multiplication but the x under the on button. So if we click on x, ibig sabihin ba nun naka-assign na si -7 kay x? Ulitin po natin. Paano ulit yung ginawa natin? We click on -7, the value. We click on STO. And then we click on the variable under the on button, which is x kasi yun yung value na binigay. X is equal to -7. Yan. Paano natin malalaman if we actually have the values assigned? Doon po tayo sa recall. Kanina, naalala niyo po yung recall? Shift, STO. Ayan po, x is equal to -7. May value na si x, naka-assign na. Ang value ni x ay -7. Now, let's click on AC. Now, how do we evaluate or how do we find the value of this? Pag gusto ni student i-verify, tama ba yung sagot ko? How am I going to identify if my answer is correct? The student can just key in -3. Let's just key in the first expression. X squared, nakakasunod po, nakita po yung pre-nest, 3x squared. Do not use multiplication, may x po tayo dito, plus 6x minus 9. When we press equal sign, the value po is -198. So kapag pinalit natin si -7 kay x, yun yung value niya. Nakakasunod po? Palitan natin. Sige, paano po kung si x ay 3? Yan. Gawin naman po natin yan dito sa pangalawang expression. So let's try. Ano po una? Mag-assign tayo ng value. How do we assign? Click on 3, STO, and then x. And then after that, what will happen? pwede na po nating, AC po, pwede na po nating i-key in yung expression for x cube plus, okay, yun, arrow side, plus x squared, arrow side, minus, okay, ulitin ko na lang po, 4x cubed plus x squared, arrow side, plus x squared, minus 5x plus 8. Ang value po natin, 3, no? Yan na po yung value ng expression. Yan po yung magsabi, tama ka sa sagot mo or mali ka sa sagot mo sa ating mga students. Pwede rin naman y. Nasaan ba si y? Y is nasa alpha function ni SD. Okay, try po natin. Paano nga po yun? Negative 4 STO y. Pwede pong hindi na natin i-alpha kasi automatic na a-assign tayo ng value sa variable. Yan. Tapos, how do we go about it? We key in the expression, 5, y. Pag y po, kailangan po natin, pag isusulat na natin siya sa ating expression, kailangan po natin i-click si alpha, tapos SD, para mag-appear si y na variable. Exponent to the fourth, nakakasunod po, arrow side, minus 3, alpha, y, squared. Pag squared po, automatic na, wag nyo na po i-arrow side. Plus 2 alpha y minus 11. Once we click on that, the value is 1,213. Hope pareho po tayo, kaso nakakasunod po. So sige nga, tignan natin. Kanina inassign natin si x na 3. Tignan natin kung naka-assign pa rin. Naka-assign pa rin po sila. Hindi po yan mawawala hanggat hindi natin pinapalitan. Or mamaya, may gagawin tayong isang function, then we can actually change the value. Are we good po? That's how we show evaluating algebraic expression using class widths. Next is equation. Yes, tama po kayo. This is one function in class widths na wala yung ibang calculator. Kaya niya pong mahanap si x. Yon. X na variable po ang kaya niyang hanapin. Yan. So, paano po makahanap si x na variable? Siguro ang calculator skill na dapat alam ni student is paano mag-appear si equal sign at paano niya isosolve ang equation. So, again, all eyes po on solving equation. Paano po ulit? Una, since madali lang po itong first side, ikikiin lang natin yung first side ng expression. So, pag kiniin po natin, sige, on tayo. Pag kiniin po natin yung first side is 2x plus 8. Ngayon, eto na po. Hindi po natin pwedeng i-press si equal kasi expression yan. Isosolve niya kasi may value si x kanina. So, ano pong gagawin natin? Yung equal sign, na-notice nyo po si alpha, si calc, si calc po is nasa ilalim ni alpha. Si calc po, ang red function niya ay equal sign. So, ang pe-press po natin para mag-appear si equal sign ay alpha calc. Okay po ba? Ulitin ko po. Alpha calc. Nag-appear po si equal sign. Then, we're ready to key in the second side of the equation. 13. Yan. So, how do we solve? Yan. Excited na tayo. How do we solve? We cannot click on equal sign yet. Anong gagawin muna natin? Bibigyan natin ng instructions si equation to solve. How do we do that? We click on shift and then calc. Kasi ang yellow function ni shift, calc, ay solve. 3, yan yung kaninang value eh. Hindi pa yan. I-click pa natin si equal sign. X is 2.5. Yan. Para po hindi na kayo magtanong, ano yung L minus R sa baba tapos 0? Left side of the equation minus right side of the equation is equal to 0. Yun po yun. So 2.5, tama ba yan, teacher? Okay, paano natin i-check kung tama nga yung solution? Una sa lahat, calculator siya. Pero other than that, para i-check natin kung tama yung solution, click tayo ng ganito. So how do we go about it? Paano natin malalaman kung tama ang ating solution? Click lang natin yung first side, 2x plus 8. Kasi nabago na yung value i-recall natin nabago na yung value ni x, 2.5 na. Kasi sinolve na natin. Siya na yung bagong value ni x ngayon. Ngayon, paano ko malalaman kung tama yung sagot ko? Key-in ko lang yung first side, dapat equal siya sa second side. 2x plus 8. The answer is 13. Balance siya, so ibig sabihin, the value of x or the solution for the given equation is 2 points. Okay po ba? Let's have another one. Key-in po natin si 5x minus 9 equals 24. Okay? Zero ko po muna to. 5x minus 9. O, paano po yung equal sign? Alpha equals. Then, key in the second side, 24. Paano ko pa siya ipapasolve? Equals ba? Hindi po. Shift, calc. Para binigyan, solve mo. Hindi yan yung value isolve mo. So, equal sign. 6.6 ang value ng equation natin. Sige po, doon na tayo, fast track tayo, doon tayo sa huli. Gusto ko yung huli kasi may variable din sa kabilang side. So, reset natin yung keylog. Then, we have 4x plus 9. Paano nga po? Yung equal sign? Alpha equals. And then, what's on the, then key in the other side. Okay lang po yan kahit may variable. 5x minus 4. Then, equal ba agad? Hindi pa. Shift, solve. And then, what's the value? That's the value earlier, so we're not looking for that. We're looking for this. It's 13. How do we verify if it's correct? Katulad nung evaluating kanina, what do? We click on 4x. Click on the first side. Kailangan equal siya sa second side. Okay, ulit. 4x plus 9. Okay, equals 61. Kailangan pag hiniin ko yung kabilang side, 61 din. 5x minus 4 equals 61. Are they balanced? See, ang ganda po, no? So this is something na, of course, our student will just use this to verify whether their answer is correct. Solution is very important. The process is still very important more than the final answer. Tama po ba? Do we agree? Okay. I hope I'm not being too fast with discussion. Kaya lang po, syempre, alam naman natin na lunchtime na din. So, where do we use this? This is the take for the teacher. Para sa akin, teacher, sobrang helpful itong function na to nung gumagawa ako ng module on solving equations for grade 7. At saka nung book namin sa grade 7. Yan. Ito po yung talagang kaakibat ko, kapartner ko sa paggawa ng libro on this and sa module as well. Now, what's the student's take? We can actually make use of this, katulad nitong process na to. Kapag binigay natin sa estudyante yung worksheet na to, with proper guided questions, of course, makikita nyo na ang given ay x minus 6 equals 21. Value of x ay nasa dulo. We can actually direct the students to key in the value in their calculator kasi hindi pa naman sila marunong mag-solve. Alpha, calc, pwede bang ibigay itong mga pinipress natin sa taas? Pwede po, pwede. Kahit part yan. Actually, what's good about this is alam ko po meron na tayong mga ilang worksheets sa Casio na prepare na gamit tong mga to with guided questions. You can just go to ask through FB page of Casio, FB page Casio Calculators Philippines. Ask them about queries regarding, and you will also find their video lessons that will help you. Nandun si Sir Mark Vidallo, isa siya sa mga EdTech teacher na nag-create ng video. It's really engaging. And so, also Sir Olo Coloperne, shout out Sir Olo, mga mentors ko yan. And syempre Sir Tony Torres, siya rin yung tumulong sa akin dito sa mga materials na meron tayo. No? X minus 6 is equal to 21. So let's key in 21. Once we press equal, hindi pa, shift solve na. And then, yan yung earlier version. Then the answer is 27. Now, the students will notice, ito yung mga values, ito yung sagot, ito yung nasa second side, ito yung 6. Anong ginawa ko sa kanilang dalawa para maging 27 siya? It follows the same way with the other one. Sige po, kahit alam natin yung sagot, let's assume na student tayo, hindi natin alam. Explore activity to. So, let's key in. X minus 13 equals 34, then shift calc, and then solve. Medyo binibilisan ko na po, total familiar naman na po tayo, 47. Ano kaya yung ginawa ko? Makikita na po nila. Actually, dito pa lang sa dalawa, makikita na nila, okay, from 21 to 6, in-add ko si 6. Saan galing si 6? Nasa first side. Then they'll be able to analyze on their yung proseso. Kaya nga lang po, kailangan talagang guided sila on this particular aspect. And yung calculator, gagamitin lang nila to explore and to verify. Pero syempre, the process is very, very important. Paulit-ulit po ako dun sa part na yan kasi talagang, as a math teacher po, yun talaga yung isang bagay na kailangan nating i-consider. Yan. Sorry po nawala ako. Yan. Okay, dito po tayo pwede rin po siya sa addition. Yan, may naka-prepare na po dyan. Subtraction, division, explore na lang po nila yan. Balikan po natin yan mamaya kung may time tayo. No? Pero as of now, I hope equation is okay. No? Equation is okay. In solving equation, we can actually use it to verify. Tapos sa ating teacher, sobrang helpful kasi talaga naman, sobrang helpful yung bagay na to because definitely it will help us in doing our task easier. Yun naman po yung purpose ng gadgets, no? To make it the best gadget that we can have. Sabi ko nga po, isang bagay na hindi mawawala sa pocket ko yung classmate. Sa bag ko yung classmates. Kahit mag-grocery ako, meron ako yan. Importante po ang budget. Yan. Tapos po, another thing is ito. Next po is spreadsheet. Medyo tatalo na po tayo with another mode. That's spreadsheet mode menu 8. What are we going to do? Bakit walang laman, teacher? This is, isa lang po yung i-explore natin na function, random number. Paano ba kumuha ng random? Di ba po nagda-draw lots tayo? Naglalagay tayo ng numbers ng 1 to 100, tapos i-draw lots natin yung number. Ngayon po, pwede nyo na pong gamitin sa emulator for drawing of parang draw lots concept. Ano po yung concept na yun? Yun po yung alpha random interval. Ulitin ko po. Ayan po, nakalagay po sa kilab natin kung ano yung clinic ko. Ulitin ko po. Ano lang natin? Alpha. Hindi po kasama si On. Alpha dot. Yan. Hindi na-click. Okay, ulit. Alpha dot. Wait lang po mukhang hindi ko talaga siya nakiklik. Yan. Alpha dot. Yon. Isa lang pong beses. Now, notice na interval. Random number po siya, tapos interval. Ang gusto ko, ano yung interval? Yun yung mga, kung ano yung mga number na nasa draw lots natin. If we want it 1 to 100, then it will be 1. The comma, it has to be, it is an interval, so you have to click shift, close parenthesis for comma, and then up to where? Up to 100. Close parenthesis. Gusto ko kasi hanggang 100 lang. So, kung hanggang 100 lang, i-close ko na siya. Ngayon, once na prines po natin yung equal sign, yan yung unang number na drino ko. Aba, ang ganda, 100 agad. So, I'll write it here. Random number 100. O, isa pa. Choose ka pa rin. Okay, choose pa ako. Another number, equal sign lang po ulit. 45. Another number, equal sign ulit. 9. Okay po tayo? Another number. Wait lang. Sige, bago po tayo mag-another number, paano kung gusto ko 1 to 1,000? Balik po tayo doon. 0. So, ang pagpipilian po natin sa probability, maganda to. Kukuha kayo ng number, pero ang choices niyo 1 to 1,000. So, yan. Tingnan nga natin kung ano yung difference niya kanina. Pag pinesa, yan na po yung choices. 896. Mas malaki yung range. Pero dito po sa gagawin natin, puro 100 lang, hanggang 100 lang. Masyadong malaki yung 1,000, mahihirapan po tayo. So, 1 to 100, yan. So, ulitin po natin. Paano po tayo gumawa ng random number, paano po tayo kumuha ng random number na parang draw lots? Okay, paano tayo gumawa noon? Ng 1 to 100, ang mga parang may balls ka na 1 to 100 sa lalagyan, then you're going to draw lot one number at a time. Those are the random number that appears. Our first instruction here is to identify random number. Definitely, kindly copy this po sa ating notebook. Hindi po siya pareho. Hindi po tayo magkakapareho ng values kasi nga po random kung gagawin niyo ito, no? Now, let's click on alpha, then dot, then write the range. Ang gusto ko pong range is 1 until 100. The comma is shift, open parenthesis, up to 100, then close parenthesis. Then, ang unang number po na i-draw ko, kailangan kong i-press equal sign, 95. Another number, 88. Next, siguro po mga 5 lang, 39. Ay, okay. Nakita niyo po kung bakit Excel yung, kung bakit PowerPoint yung ginamit ko para talagang makuha ko yung values. Next, 97. Ay. Next, 31. Okay, let's stop there. 31. Now, ang sabi dito, 1 less than Rn. Hindi ko na po gagamitin to. Ginamit ko po ito para sa random number. So, punta po tayo kay spreadsheet. Gusto ko po kasing mapakita yung picture ni spreadsheet. No? Spreadsheet is like Excel. Yan, para po siyang Excel sa ating Microsoft or sa ating laptop. But, mas madali po siyang gamitin kasi handy na si ClassWiz. Kung emulator po, ito meron pong physical na ClassWiz. Handy na po siya. Press lang po talaga. Kahit po hindi na ako mag-open ng ng laptop dito. Pero po kung magtuturo tayo, definitely helpful po itong si ClassWiz. Now, gusto ko pong ipakita, this time, papakita ko po yung screen ko. Okay. Ay, mamaya na lang. Pag na-encode ko na. Let's go to menu 8. Once we're in menu 8, let's key in the random number on the first column. We have 95 equals 88 equals 39 equals 97 equals 31 equals. So we're key-in already. Sa second column, ang sabi, 1 less than Rn. Okay. Ayokong mag-subtract. O pwede ko namang ilagay na lang siya ulit, 94. Pero ayokong mag-subtract. Pwede bang may formula na lang? Pwede. 1 less than Rn, so Rn minus 1 siya. Shift. Let's click on option na lang. Direction na tayo. Option. Ulit. Huwag niyo pong click si on. Kung gusto niyo pong bumalik, AC. Pag click po natin si on, mabubura yung values na nilagay natin. So, click on AC. Option. Okay po tayo. Option. Let's click on 1. Fill formula. Ano pong gusto natin gawin kay A1? Gusto natin siyang bawasan ng 1. So, alpha A para po mag-appear si A. Alpha negative para po mag-appear si A. 1. Ano gagawin ko kay A1? Maminusan ko ng 1. Ngayon, equals. Huwag niyo pong i-delete arrow side para hindi na tayo mahirapan. Saan po gustong i-fill yan? Mula B1 hanggang B5. B1 until B5. Equals. Equals ulit. Makita niyo na po, nandiyan na po siya. 1 less. Fill formula po yon. Ulitin natin doon sa pangatlong column. Nakalagay naman 1 more than Rn. Ayoko na gusto ko na lang magsulat. Pwede naman po kasi 1 more than Rn lang. So, paano natin ilalagay yun? Encode na lang po natin. Kung 95 siya, plus 1, 96. Equals. Enter. Enter po kung gusto niyo pong gawin yung keyboard nyo. 88, di magiging 89. 39 magiging 40. 97 magiging 98. 31 magiging 32. Okay, tama ba yung values ko? Tingnan nga po natin. 32, 98, 40, 88. Pwede ko pong palakihan yung screen ko kapag ganito. Pwede nyo na pong palakihan para po hindi na kayo mahirapan. Ang liit kasi. Yan. Okay, yan. Tama po ba yung mga values natin? Anyway, ang spreadsheet po is 1 hanggang 10 ang columns natin. Ang rows natin is 1 to 4, 5. Yan. Sa column D naman po, dun sa pang-apat na column, ang sabi, balik po tayo dito, ang instruction dito ay product of the second and the third column. Kunin na po natin yung product ng second and third. Okay, kunin natin yung product ng second and third. Paano natin kukunin yung product ng second and third? Fill formula na lang po tayo kasi ang tagal nun. Option 2. Okay? So, ano pong gagawin natin? Kunin daw po natin yung product ni column 2 at ni column 3. So, kung column 2 and 3, si column 2 ay B, si column 3 ay C, anong gagawin ko? Imumultiply ko. So, alpha B 1 times alpha C 1 and equals. Anong gagawin natin? Saan natin yan ilalagay? Lalagay po natin siya mula D1 hanggang D5. And let's press equals. Ayun na yung product. Nakita na po, pwede po dito, pwede rin dito. Lintan ko ng konti. Exage naman ang laki niya. Yan. Nakita po? Okay. Now, ano yung pang-last? Square of Rn less 1. Okay, square daw natin si Rn less 1. Yun yung pang-last na gagawin natin. Square ko si random number. So, fill formula. Ay, okay, may isa pa po akong ituturo. Sige, huwag tayo ngayon mag-fill formula. Rather, mag-paste tayo. Gagawan po muna natin ng formula. Kapag sa spreadsheet, gumagawa tayo ng formula, lagi po tayo nag-start with equal sign. So, alpha calc equals. Ano pong gagawin natin sa A1, sa random variable, sa random number natin, random number po natin. Ang gagawin po natin kay A1, alpha, negative, then 1, i-square daw po natin yan, o di squared. Tapos, minus 1. Then, let's click on equal sign. Yan po. Gusto ko i-copy-paste. Ayokong gamitin yung fill formula. How do I do that? We go to the item that we will copy. Yan. This is the formula that we will copy. Click on option. Okay po, option. Then arrow down. Nakita niyo po yung 2, copy and paste. Let's click on 2. Mag-appear po yung word na paste dito sa ilalim. Then we go to the cell na gusto natin pagkopyahan at ipipress lang daw natin yung equal sign. Equal. Down, arrow down, equal. Arrow down, equal. Arrow down, equal. Okay, so ano yung mga values na yan? Notice po na marerelate po natin siya dito. Na if n is the random number, this is n minus 1. Okay, short po. N minus 1 ba? Tama. This is n plus 1. And this is the product. So, product nilang dalawa. Lagay natin sila sa parentheses. Okay. Ito yung product, pero squared. Lagyan ko na po siya ng equation. N squared minus 1. See? Yan po yung naitulong sa atin ng spreadsheet. Ngayon, malalaman na natin, tingnan natin yung value ng D and E. Ano pong masasabi nyo sa value ng D and E? Pareho. So, meaning, yung product ng dalawa, ng n plus 1 and n minus 1, at yung n squared minus 1 are actually equal. Pwede po natin siyang gamitin on special products and factoring. Yan. Medyo yun na nga po eh. Sinasabi nga po nila na kapag gagamit daw po tayo nito, kailangan natin i-sharpen yung so. Ito po yung sharpening of the so na sinasabi nila na talagang kailangan i-practice tapos maintindihan ng bata yung kung saan nang galing. Basically, nagsimula naman tayo sa number bago tayo nagkaroon ng application. So, yun po yung isang bagay na pwede natin gamitin dito to explore. Are we good po? Are we still good? Hope we're good. Next. So, anong function po ito? Spreadsheet mode. Spreadsheet mode, menu 8. Yan. Tandaan po natin, ang Excel-like structure ay spreadsheet mode, menu 8. Next po is systems of linear equation. Kanina po binanggit na rin ni Sir. Kaya lang, what's good about ClassWiz is, ito yung magsasabi sa mga bata na, okay, ito yung solution ng equation natin. Ito yung sagot mo dapat. What happened in your process na nagkamali tayo? So the student can always go back on their process. Apaka nagkamali lang ako ng pag-subtract or pag-add. Anong menu to? Menu A. So balik po tayo on menu. Yan. Menu what? A naman po. Kung ayaw nyo pong mag-click ng A, menu A or menu negative, i-click lang po natin to. Pupunta na po tayo dito sa interface na to. Pero sige po, ulitin po natin. Menu 1 muna tayo, default. Okay, yan po yung default natin. Punta po tayo ng menu A. Menu, pwede pong gamitin si navigating tool down. Siya po yung nandito, sa tabi ni 9. Okay, click po natin siya. Yan. Ano yung gagamitin natin dyan? Actually, systems of linear equation, kasi English, American English, or English ang ginagamit natin, di ba? American English. Pag British English, ang tawag nila sa systems of linear equation ay simul equation. So, click natin sa simultaneous equation. Yan. Ilang unknowns ba to? Ulitin po natin, baka nalito sa daldal ko, no? Menu 8. Menu A. Yan. So, menu A, ulitin, menu, and then arrow down, punta tayo sa A, equal sign. Yan. Ang title nitong menu na to, equation mode. Equation function mode actually siya. Let's click on, since symbol equation is systems of linear equation, let's click on 1. Ilang unknowns to? Dalawang unknowns po tayo kasi X and Y. So, 2 unknowns. So, let's click on 2. Ang maganda po dito, ikikiin lang natin yung number values, numerical coefficient and constant term. Ngayon po, kailangan ang order ng operation, ang order ng equation natin ay standard form ng bawat equation sa system. So, eto pong una, walang problema. Naka-standard form na po yan. So, click lang po natin. Paano natin i-encode? Encode lang natin si 2 equals 5 equals. Then 2 equals. Tapos na po tayo on first equation. Second equation na tayo. Okay, nandun si x, 3. May problema tayo. Si y nasa pangalawang side. Ta-transpose lang po natin. Instead na 2, magiging negative 2. Pwede pong minus 2. Pwede ring negative 2. Ang gamitin nyo, okay lang po yun. Tatanggapin po yun ni classmates. And equals negative 16. Anong solution ng equation na to? Ang solution ng equation na to ay x is equal to negative 4. Yan na po yun. At saka y is equal to 2. Yan na po yung solution ng equation natin. Ngayon, notice, pag in-equal sign pa po natin, okay, babalik na po tayo dun sa mainframe. Are we good po? Sige nga po, try natin ulit. Ito naman. Balik tayo, menu A, negative. Ano nga po yung ipipress? Click on 1 for symbol equation para sa systems of linear equation. Ilang unknowns ba to? X, Y, Z. So we'll have 3 unknowns. Then we'll click on 1. Are we good po? Yung number 1, okay, good. Naka-standard na siya. Negative 14. And then 5. And last, negative 14. Now, yung next value po natin, ito, negative 6. Kaya lang si y ay nasa kabila. So, itatranspose po natin, magiging positive 4 equals negative 6 equals, tapos ang natira sa kabilang side ay negative 16 equals. Yan. Next po is last 3 equals negative 5. Okay. Kaya lang si 4, again, 4z is on the other side. We have to transpose it on the other side. It becomes negative 4 equals, and then negative 7. It's good that students will know that there is such function, no, to verify their answer. Kasi nga po, walang magsasabi sa kanila na o tama yung sagot mo or mali yung sagot mo. At least they know that something went wrong in their solution. Yun lang naman po yung nakikita kong function niya. Sa ating teacher, sobrang kaya po natin gumawa ng kahit na anong equation, systems of linear equation na pwede natin ilagay sa mga activity sheets natin. Then if we press an equal sign, yan yung value niya. Ay, ang laki pala. Tama ba yung mga value na nilagay ko? 1. Recall po na, negative 14. So, negative 4. Nagkamali po ako doon. 5, saka negative 14. Pwede po natin siyang balikan kung gusto natin. Negative 16, negative 6, positive 4, negative 6. Okay. Check ko po mabuti. 3, negative 5, negative 4, negative 7. Ito na po yung totoo kasi nagkamali ako. X is 6, Y is 5, and Z is 0. So, again, your solution will be a triple of 650. Yun. Yun po yung solution natin. Ngayon, saan ito ginagamit? My dear teachers, familiar po tayo dito. Ito po ginawa. Opo, isa po ako sa nag-contribute yan sa Casio nung nagkakaroon tayo ng mga ganyang mga interface, no? Pwede niyo po itong gamitin with Casio Classwiz. Yan. Pwede po itong gamitin ng systems of linear equation pala yung gamit yan. Yan. I leave this to you po. Alam ko, anong gagawin po natin dyan? O di, eto si X, eto si Y, eto si X, eto si Y, eto si Z, or pwedeng W, X, Y, Z. Sa Casio Classwiz po, para po makita natin yung interface, menu A. Yan. Sa menu A po, click on symbol equation, then we click on 4 unknowns. Ang variables po na nandyan is X, y, z, and t. Yan. Tapos po ito. So there you go. Yan po yung sa systems of linear equation. Ito po yung application niya. Kayang-kaya na po natin. Actually, yung kanina, pwede po natin yung gawa ng ganyan. Iibahin lang po natin yung values niya. Iibahin lang po natin. Pwedeng ito ay EdTech logo. Ito ay number vendor logo. Ito naman ay Casio logo. So pwede po yun. Iibahin lang natin. But basically, we will arrive with something like this. Yan. I leave that to you po because we're running out of time and we have a lot to discuss pa. Sayang naman yung mga pwede pa nating matutunan. The next topic po is on quadratic. Kaya rin po na makuha yung solutions on quadratic. Since this is a grade 9 topic, MALC grade 9 equation mode, what's beautiful about this is pwede po natin the students know already how to factor, then we can ask them, factor the given quadratic equation. Then pag finactor po nila yan, x, okay, sige po, mamaya natin i-factor. Gamitin po muna natin si Classwiz kung paano gamitin yung solution ni Classwiz. Pero po, definitely yung mga students, magpa-factor muna sila para, kasi po yun yung familiar na sila on this particular aspect. So kung ipa-factor po nila to, ito po ay x minus 3x plus 7. Sige, ito na nga siya. X minus 3. Hindi ko na po i-equation ha. Pasensya na po. X plus 7. Yan. Yan po yung factors niya. Pero pag nakita nyo, paano gagamitin si Classwiz kung hahanapin natin ang solutions ng quadratic equation. So, on po tayo. Click ko lang po to. Back po tayo sa menu 1. Yan. Ano muna tayo? Default. Mga default po. Now, para po makapunta tayo on this, ganun po ulit, menu A, menu negative. Pero hindi na po simul equation kasi systems of linear equation siya, rather polynomial na po, 2. Pag clinic po natin si 2, ano po yung degree kapag quadratic? Squared, D2 ulit. Then we can key in the given value 1 equals 4 equals negative 21 equals. If we click on equal sign, 3, okay, ang solution niya, ang x sub 1, ang unang value ni x ay 3. Merong pangalawa. Ano yung pangalawang value ni x? Negative 7. So from here po, kapag nakita nila na, okay, yan yung solution, ito yung factors, may relationship po siya. Although, pag explore activity po, magsisimula lang sila on one particular way of solving, that is factoring. Bakit sa factoring sila magsisimula? Kasi factoring is something that's familiar already because they learned it in grade 8, first quarter. Yan. So gets po ba? So I hope nakikita po natin yung relationship. So from here, if they continue working on it, yan. What I'm trying to say is sa Classwiz, kaya niya na pong hanapin to. Sa take nating mga teachers, madali tayong gumawa ng values dito. Pwede pong mag-press lang tayo ng value and then we're going to come out with quadratic trinomial. Yan. So, ano naman po yung given? Ito po yung given kanina, di ba? Yan po yung solution. Pero pag inequal mo, meron nakalagay minimum of x is negative 2. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Yan po yung vertex. Naalala nyo po sa CG50 kanina, pinakita ni Sir Vidallo yung sa vertex. Ito po, ibibigay lang ni Classwiz yung solution niya at saka yung solution ng equation. At the same time, kung quadratic function siya, sa graph niya, ibibigay niya din po ang inyong vertex. So, ang vertex pala nito ay Ang x is 3, negative 7. Ang pangalawang value ni x. Ang vertex natin ay negative 2, negative 25. O, di ba? May vertex na tayo. I-verify niya lang, uy, mali yung vertex mo. Ito dapat ang vertex. Now, saan papasok si 3, negative 7 sa graph? Papasok siya pagdating sa quadratic function on the x-intercept. Kaya minsan, walang solution. Makikita nila, ay, ba't walang solution? Kasi nga, yung vertex mo is above or below. Tapos upward siya. Definitely, hindi siya magta-touch sa x-axis. So, yun po yung mga bagay na pwedeng i-navigate using Classwiz and will actually help our student verify their answer since hindi nga po sure na may magtutulong sa kanila on this particular aspect sa pag-aaral ng math, lalo na kung high school students sila. Sige po, try ulit natin. Try nga po natin yung pangalawa. Yan. Try natin tong pangalawa. 3. Paano nga po? We key in on the values. 3. negative 22, and negative 45. Doon na po tayo sa pangalawa. Yan. Ang factors po kasi niyan ay x minus 9, tsaka 3x plus 5. So, ang first values ni x ay 9 and negative 5/3. Yun po, from the factors, makukuha rin nila. Sige po, sulat ko para po makita natin yung relationship. X minus 9, tsaka, ano yung isang factor niya? 3x plus 5. Tapos, pag tinignan po natin kung 3x plus 5 siya, definitely, ang values po nito ay x is equal to 9 and negative 5/3. 9 and negative 5/3. Okay. So, makikita na po nila anong relationship nito dun sa factor. So, from there, makukuha nila, kahit pala hindi ako gumamit ng calculator, makukuha ko if I know how to factor quadratic trinomial. Yan. So, yun na po yung next idea natin kung paano natin isa-solve. Ganon din po tong solution, pero hindi na po ako magdodwell masyado on exploration kung paano na lang muna gamitin. Okay, siguro po sa next agenda na lang natin. I hope I still have time. Siguro po mga 10 minutes. Okay lang po ba? Ang quadratic equation po ay quadratic inequality po ay nasa menu B. Balik po tayo sa menu, tapos punta po tayo sa B naman. Sa B naman po, meron po tayong quadratic. So, quadratic inequality po siya. So, we're going to click on 2. Ulitin ko po, ang quadratic inequality ay nasa menu B. Okay. Menu B po ang quadratic inequality. There you go. So, quadratic po siya. So, we click on 2. Mamimili, what's good about quadratic inequality is mamimili na lang po tayo ng solution. Gusto ko po yung pangatlo. Laki eh. So, gusto ko yung pangatlo. 3. Higiin ko lang po si values. Ano yung numerical coefficient ni x squared? 1. Then negative 12 equals negative 12. And then equals, then negative 325. Then equals. Kasi, ay kaya lang, mali po ako ng format. So, uulitin ko siya. Balik po ako sa menu B. Okay. Kailangan po, particular po tayo sa format. Ito pong pangatlo ang kukunin ko. Kung pangatlo po, ang format niya po ay hindi 1, hindi rin 2, hindi rin 3, kundi 4. Dapat 4 ang pinili ko kanina. So, nakakiin na po siya 1. Ulitin ko po, negative 12, negative 325 equals. If we're going to press equal sign, yan na po yung solution niya. From negative 13 to 25. Okay po ba? At least po, kapag gumagawa tayo ng activity, automatic, meron na tayo niyan. So, meron ng class quiz niyan. Something handy, no? Next. After that, meron din po tayong triangle similarities. Ito po yung ratio mode. Ito po, kinonect po namin siya sa physics, angle of incidence, saka angle of reflection. Sabi, ang angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal based dito. By geometry, pwede nating sabihin na yung kanilang, anong tawag dito? Angles 1 and 2 are congruent. Bakit sila congruent? Complementary angles of congruent angles are congruent. Yan yung sa geometry part. Sige po, i-research na lang natin. Now, paano natin gagamitin to? Menu C naman po tayo. Menu C. Ang menu C po natin is yung negative, pero pwede na lang po natin i-navigate on ratio equals. May ratio po, may special part na siya ng ratio. Anong gagamitin natin kapag ito nawawala? Okay, pwede yung 2, pwede rin yung 1. Pero gusto ko, let's use 2. If we're going to use 2, paano natin siya i-key-in? So, kumpleto dapat ang ating numerator. So, ang numerator natin is 48 over 62 equals 62. Tapos, 192 equals x. O yan. 248 ang height ng object na yan. Sinasabi po kasi na kapag ginawa po namin tong activity namin to nung nag-OER kami yan, talagang may mirror kaming dala, tapos naghanap kami ng angle of reflection na makukuha. Kasi nga talaga namang not that accurate siya, lalo na kung accurate ang measuring device nyo. So meter stick po dapat ang gamitin dyan. Okay, let's proceed. Okay po. Siguro po yung mga main functions, hindi ko na siya i-discuss masyado. Okay naman po to. Sine 60, exploration po to na lang sa mga bata. na kapag kinuha nyo si sine 30, identify po natin si hypotenuse. Tapos pag kinuha natin si sine 30, okay, anong case ni sine 30? Paano siya kinukuha? So makikita natin na ratio siya ng opposite over hypotenuse. Ganun lang po yun. Geometric sequence. Ito po. Sige, discuss po natin to briefly yung geometric sequence. Sandali lang po ha, magtatanong lang ako kung okay pa. Okay pa ba, Sir Bads? Okay. Now, paano itong geometric sequence? It's as fast as talaga, no? Okay. Off muna tayo, menu 1. Default muna tayo. Actually, ito po, sobrang magugulat tayo na, okay, ganun pala yun pagdating sa class quiz. Kasi normally, pag hinahanap natin yung term na yun, ang ginagawa natin, yung rule natin, ang ginagawa natin is, ina-identify pa po natin, no? Nawala ako. Yan. Okay. Ang gagawin lang po natin, shift fact lang po ito. 96. Yes. Dr. Vance, okay pa po ba?
Yes, Miss Rebs. Okay lang. No problem. Sige. Go ahead. Marami naman silang matututunan eh. Sige.
Oo. Sayang po eh. Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Sige.
So, if we click on equal sign, 96, we're going to have 96. Ang gagawin lang po natin is shift fact. Naalala niyo po yan? 2 to the 5th times 3. Ano pong na-notice niyo? Sige po, susulat ko ha. Sayang. Para makita ng mga bata kung paano nila siya i-explore. Insert equation. Yan. 2 to the 5th. 2 to the 5th times 3. Tignan po natin, ha? Okay, dito na lang. Times 3. Parenthesis na lang. Okay. Now, paano yun yung 96? Paano yung 48? Ito po yung pattern. Ito yung geometric sequence na binigay. Ano kaya yung rule nito? Hindi pa nila alam yung rule. So, para ma-discover ng mga bata yung rule, pwede natin itong gamitan ng explore activity. Kahit nga wala na itong 2 columns na to. Pero, kailangan nilang mapagdaanan para ma-link nila yung connection ng mga bagay-bagay. Pero sa case po natin, direkta na natin, no? 48. Ganun po ulit, equals, shift fact. Pambihira, nandun lang pala yun, no? So, 2 to the 5th. Okay. 2 to the 5th. 2 to the 4th na lang po siya. 2 to the 4th raised to 3. So, may idea na tayo. Okay, siguro 2 to the cube yan times 3. Pero tingnan pa rin natin to be sure. 24 equals shift fact. 2 cube. 2 cube times 3. Nakukuha na po ba natin? Malalaman din, we can connect it already. Okay. Kahit hindi ko na i-explore ko siya. Pag in-explore ko siya using class quiz, alam ko na ito ay 2 squared. Are you sure? O sige, para sure. 12. Shift, sorry. 12 equals. Huwag po natin makakalimutan si equal. Shift fact. 2 squared raised to 3. O, diba? Tama tayo. So, definitely may pattern na tayo. May pattern na din to. This is 2 raised to 0. And then this is 2 raised to 1. Okay. So, makukuha na nila. Saan galing si 3? Siya yung first term. So, eto si a sub 1. Syempre po, kailangan po may mga follow-up questions tayo dito. Hindi pwedeng basta na lang nila makukuha yung sagot, no? Pero kailangan, syempre, strong yung questioning skills natin on working on a module. Si a sub 1, saan galing si a sub 1? Yun si 3. Saan galing si 2? Notice na times ilan to? Anong ratio nila? Anong ratio ng second to third? 6 divided by 3 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 24 divided by 12. Kailangan kasama yun sa process natin. So, 2 is a common ratio. Okay. Pwede nga pong hindi naman a sub n ilagay nyo dyan. Lagay nyo a sub 1. Kasi first term siya. Ngayon, times the ratio raised to what? Paano yun? Paano yung exponent? I-relate natin siya sa n. Tingnan nyo yung n. Ano yung relationship niya with that? Okay. Siya pala yung dito ko na lang po ilagay. R. Then raised to what? Kung n ay 6, ito ay 5. Kung n ay 5, ang exponent ay 4, less 1 siya ng n. So definitely, this is n minus 1. Explore activity po para sa mga bata, pero anong ginamit natin feature ng Casio calculator? Yung shift fact lang siya. Now, ang ganda po nito kasi pagdating dito, yan. Ito yung excited ako. Ito po madali na yung A-sub na hindi ko na po ito i-explore. Pagdating po dito sa 8748, yan. Paano ko malalaman kung pang ilang term siya? Normally, ang ginagawa natin, i-divide natin to by 4, then hahanapin natin kung ano yung value, ita-trial and error. Dito po hindi na tayo magta-trial and error. I-click lang po natin si 8748. Kaya lang po, whole number kailangan. Yun nga lang po, whole number po kailangan dito. Pag fraction, medyo okay. Ibang usapan na siya. Equals. Ang gagawin po natin is, we're going to look at 8748, shift fact. Notice po na si 2 squared ay ating first term, si 4. So, eliminate na siya. Ang common ratio pala ay 3. Tingnan nga natin, 4 times 3, 12 times 3, 36 times 3. Okay, tama. Ang common difference natin ay 3. Paano ko nalaman na raised to 7? Ano yung raised to 7? Ibig bang sabihin n is 7? Hindi. Remember, our formula is a sub 1 times ratio raised to n minus 1. 7 is n minus 1. Therefore, n is equal to 8. Anong value ni n dito? 8 po ang value ni n. Ay, 8 po ang value ni n. Sige, try natin si 708. Okay, 708,000. Laki, no? 588. Pag nag-trial and error tayo, matagal yan. Shift fact. Ayun siya. 2 squared. O, eliminate na natin yan. Yan yung first term nyo. Common ratio is r. N minus 1 is 11. Therefore, ano si n? 12. Si n po ay 12. 12 term siya. Okay po ba? I hope this actually helps us, no, na teacher. Siguro po yung arithmetic medyo i-skip ko na muna. Pero ito po yung maganda, isa sa mga function ng calculator na pwede natin gamitin na, okay, very helpful sa ating teacher is yung pagkuha ng table of values. Kunin po natin yung 6x plus 1. Ano na lang po, hindi ko na po i-direct kung saan natin gagamitin. Pwede po natin siyang gamitin kahit saan. Pero explore activity po sana siya sa arithmetic. Di bali po, alam ko po magkaka-session din naman tayo on arithmetic sequence. Doon na lang po natin i-expound. F of x is equal to... sorry, bigla dire-diretso po ako, no? Ulitin po natin. Menu 1. Menu 1, default po muna tayo. Menu on AC. Okay. Menu 1. Yan, default po muna tayo. Sige. Breathe, tapos punta po tayo sa menu 9. Table. Sa table po, function siya. Pwede po ito sa 4th grade 10. Yan. Pag nag-graph po tayo ng polynomial function, pag nag-graph po tayo ng quadratic function, pag nag-graph po tayo ng equation. Sige po, kunin po natin si 6x plus 1. Dalawa po kunin natin. Plus 1. Tapos po, gawin din natin ang quadratic. Equals. Dalawang function lang po kasi ang pwede dito. Ito po yung parang table part ng ating class with CG50. Now, ito po, gx is x quadratic naman po. Let's say x squared plus 3x minus 7. Minus 21. 3, 6 na lang. 9 minus 6. Okay. 9. Okay. Bawa po ganyan. Okay, let's press equal. Ano po yung start? So, dalawang function po yun. Meron tayong linear function, saka meron tayong quadratic function. Paano po yung start? Ang start po natin, let's say, mula negative 5 hanggang saan? So, 3 negative 5 equals positive 5. Step 1, yan na po yung values ng table natin. What's beautiful about this is meron po pwede po nating makita yung graph niyan. Kaya lang, hindi po dito sa picture na to. Pwede po nating makita yung graph na to sa Casio Edu Plus. Okay. Sa Casio Edu Plus. So, kung kukunin po natin siya sa Casio Edu Plus, pwede po tayong mag-click ng Shift QR para makapag-formulate ng QR code. Once na ma-formulate na po natin yung QR code, okay po. O sige, we have 2 minutes daw. Okay, so yan po yung QR code. Last na po, last na is yung sa statistics, bivariate data. Sa statistic po, univariate data muna tayo on stat. Wait lang po ha, hinahanap ko lang. 2 minutes, we have 2 minutes to do this. Kaya po natin to, push. Okay. Yan, statistics po muna tayo. Yung functions po ng statistics is, let's key in the value. Menu, okay, on, menu, okay, menu 6 for statistics. Yan, 1. Let's key in the value po, menu 1, menu 6 statistics, tapos we click on 1. Ulit. Menu 6 equals, then click on 1. Okay. 13, let's key in 13, 14. Nakita ko lang po to, tapos po end na tayo. 15, sige, 3 lang. 21. 5, mga 5 naman. 10. Okay, enter. Para po makita niyo yung mga values na gusto nyo makita, click on option, and then 3. Ayan po, nandiyan na po yung mean niya, yung quartile 1, median, quartile 3, maximum and minimum value, lahat po nandiyan na. Yan, na kailangan natin i-solve. Now, last po is bivariate data. 6 pa rin po, menu 6, statistics. Pupunta po tayo sa 2. Ang bivariate data po natin, let's have, sige, random na lang po. 52, 24, 89. Masyadong malalaki, no? Ay, dito po tayo. 54, 58, 63, 68, 63, 49. Yan. Let's say yan po. Ano naman po? 6 pa din, pero 2. 56. Kasi po pinangako ko na papakita natin tong part na to. 52, 48, 29. Okay. Now, paano po natin makikita? Pwede po na, option po, 2. Nandiyan, option ulit, option 3. Yan po. Yan na po yung mga kailangan natin sa pagkuha ng regression. Yan. Yung x squared y, xy, yan. Pag clinic naman po natin yung option 4, ayan na po yung regression equation natin. Kung pwede siyang i-formulate. Yun po. Maraming salamat po. Hope we have a lot of things that we can use inside our classroom. Yes, Ma'am Weng. Thank you po. Yan. Sige po. While we're waiting po.
So yan, maraming salamat, Ma'am Reverie. So, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Pasensya na, madaming background. Yes. We're here at the Central Office. So we are preparing for the episodes ng ating DepEd next week. So ayan. Mamay, no, para na magyayari.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Reverie. Napaka-helpful ng yung diniscuss today. Hopefully, yung mga teacher, makuha nila. Now, kung hindi naman, meron kaming team replay, naka-record this. Webinar is recorded. If you want, you can watch it sa inyong convenient time. So, pasensya na po sa mga live participants. Medyo napahaba. Ay, siya naman bumalik na tayo mamaya alauna.
Ayan.
Yes.
Ayan.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Salamat.
Ayan, thank you so much, Miss Reb. So, nakita ko yung function, ang uses ng classes, napakaganda niya gamitin. So, ayan. So, sana nga lahat, meron ganyan. Diba po?
Yes. Ay, may actual po siya. Actually, ito yung actual version niya. Yan yung sinasabi kong parang ka-partner ko lagi sa pagtuturo. Ay, saka sa paggawa ng mga material.
So, gusto mo na siya laging kasama.
Oo. Gusto ko kasi hindi ako makakagawa ng mga module. Mahirap gumawa. At least ngayon, napapadali yung buhay. Kaya naman yung intention ng mga ng calculator, diba? Para mapadali. At saka para may guide. Para sa mga nakakaawa kasi kung walang sinabi.
Oo.
Na okay
Sabi nga ni Sir Vidallo kanina, gagamitin siya para ma-check kung tama yung ginagawa. So, and I know it's very helpful. Ayan.
Yeah.
Diba, Sir
Thank you
Bud?
so
Yes, ma'am.
Ano,
Medyo nag-explain ko, ano. So, I think, Ma'am Reverie, maraming salamat po for
thank you
giving
din po. Thank you, Casio. Thank you, EduTech. Thank you, Sir Mark Anthony.
Pero so far, tinitignan namin yung mga comments. Wala naman pong masyadong comments. Wala namang comments regarding the use of calculator. Kasi na-explain talaga ng maayos as in detail. Sobrang ayos. Paano niya na-explain? Ayos na ayos. So, syempre, mga teacher, di ba? Active na yan.
So, thank you, Ma'am Reverie.
Thank you po. Thank you so much. Sobrang privilege ng Casio and very blessed kami to be part of this.
Yes. Hope to see you again.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Hope to see you again.
Bye-bye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Bye po.
Huwag mo na kung umalis, mamaya tatawagin namin kayo for the last. So, for now,
Yes.
Sir Bud,
So, at this point in time, siguro let's call on isa sa mga napaka-supportive na personality behind this webinar, our head of Casio Philippines. Let's welcome Sir Joel Serrano. Hello, Sir Joel.
Hello, sir. Hello, Sir Buds. Hello, sir. Narinig niyo po ako.
Yes
yes.
po, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Opo.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. On behalf of our company, our humble company, Marius Holdings Corporation, and in cooperation with Casio Japan, they're currently watching right now. I'd like to say hello to Mr. Asanuma and Miss Miriam. No, thank you very much to DepEd, and congratulations to Secretary Liling Briones, USEC, Alain Pasqua, and Director Abanil, no? And of course to ETU department led by my super idol, ang pambansang teacher trainer, si Sir Mark Anthony C. Kung may pambansang kamao, may pambansang trainer tayo dyan. And of course, Ma'am Weng, of course, and to the rest of the hardworking men and women of ETU, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity for us to showcase and to share to our math teachers our available online teaching apps that they can utilize for their future online teaching this year. As we all know, we are in the middle of this pandemic season, no? And I would like to say thank you to our Casio technical teachers for today, Mr. Mark Anthony Vidallo and Mr. Reverie Vargas, and to my good friend, Mr. Tony Torres, who is watching. If you will ask me technically what makes our Casio calculator emulators different from a regular calculator apps na makikita sa net, siguro majority of the Filipino math teachers are using it already. Since sa mga previous trainings namin on a nationwide scale, they find it very useful in relation to our curriculum. And may mga unique functions din ng Casio ClassWiz like spreadsheets or Excel, kumbaga tinatawag namin yung Excel, that they can use for their statistics subjects. And we also have the QR codes naman, QR code function designed for cloud services discussions. And aside from that, actually ang pinaka-paborito ko sa lahat yung factorization, Sir Bud, Sir Weng, no? Ma'am Weng, no? Kasi nung high school ako, medyo dyan ako sablay, no? And by the way, I'm a byproduct of a good public school system. I'm a graduate of Antonio Maceda and I'm very proud of it. Also, share ko na lang din, Ma'am Weng and Sir Buds, the mission to support the teachers to make better classes using a scientific calculator. By supporting our math teachers, we would like to foster human resources that governments needs, no? And to make children's dreams do come true, such as entering a university, becoming a doctor, or becoming a math teacher per se, no? Again, maraming salamat mula sa amin sa Casio Education Philippines, and we are hoping to link up with you again, and let's try to create better teaching and a better learning environment Maraming salamat po ulit sa inyong kooperasyon. Thank you po.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Sir Joel. So maraming
Thank you
salamat
sa opportunity.
po sa encouragement. Ayan. Sir Bad?
Ayan, so again, Sir Joel, maraming salamat po on behalf of DepEd ICTS EdTech Unit. So, taos puso po ang aking pasasalamat to Casio Philippines. Lalaging nariyan sa ating mga teachers na sumusuporta. Ayan po, nakita po natin ang ating unit head.
Kaway-kaway pa.
Kasi yeah, it's Friday, so last working day of the week. So this weekend, it's time for us to relax and mag-ipon ulit ng energy because this coming Monday, magkakaroon ulit tayo ng series of webinars na makakatulong sa ating teachers. Again, Sir Joel Serrano, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng suporta po ninyo sa kagawaran ng edukasyon.
Maraming salamat, sir. The pleasure is ours. Thank you rin po. Salamat po.
Thank you, sir.
See you again soon.
Okay. So, labas na tayong lahat.
Ayan. So, ayun po. That concludes our
announcement. Sa Sunday po, sa ETU Musta, magkakaroon po, gaya ng sinabi ni Sir Joel, magkakaroon po ng raffle. So, ayan. So, after nyo pong masagutan yung mga questions dun sa ating PD training, yan. So, kung sino po yung makakasagot, yun po yung makakasama sa mga raffle. So, sa Sunday po yan gagawin.
Yung magkakaroon ng certificate. So, ayun. So, tulad na po nung sinabi namin, we would like to apologize kung medyo nag-extend po tayo. Kasi talagang ganyan po talaga. Minsan meron tayong time frame, pero because of the flow of the webinar, instead of going back ng hapon, dinire-diretso na lamang po natin para hindi na po tayo mabitin kasi ando na tayo sa peak kanina eh. So we decided na lang po ang ating webinar and hopefully, sabi nga ni Ma'am Reverie tsaka ni Sir Mark Anthony Vidallo, magkaroon pa tayo ng talagang isang, parang intensive na yung natin, very substantial na yung ating webinar, pero dahil pa man, medyo kulang pa rin talaga yung oras. We will try to schedule another one. We are not saying na magkakaroon, but we will try to make necessary arrangement para talaga magkaroon ng mas mahaba at mas mahabang oras pa for this one. Kasi sayang, tayo matutunan from Sir Vidallo and Ma'am Reverie. Tama ba, Ma'am Weng?
Yes, tama yan. Gaya ng sinabi sa opening kanina ni Sir Mark, hindi lang to ang una, marami pa tong kasunod. Kasi ang concern natin, at the end of the day, ang mga teacher po ay matulungan natin. So, ayan. At dahil
lagi nga natin sinasabi, lalo na ang ating ating kagalang-galang na Sekretary ng Edukasyon, Secretary Leonor Magcoles Briones, na meron man tayong kinakaharap na pandemya ngayon, education must continue at paulit-ulit po natin sinasabi at pinapaalala sa ating mga magulang, sa ating mga stakeholders na sa paparating na academic year na ito, we will not be utilizing face-to-face and hindi lang online ang pwede natin gamitin. We have various modalities na pwede nating magamit. We have TV and radio-based instruction. We have modular instruction. So all of this will be beneficial to our learners and it will address the needs of our society. Kasi nga, sabi nga nila, alam mo na mangyari, kailangan matuloy ang pagkatuto ng ating mga mag-aaral. So with that, Ma'am Weng,
siguro 1 minute for Sir Vidallo, Ma'am Reverie. Ayan.
Sir Vidallo.
Sir Vidallo, ano pong masasabi ninyo?
Well, of course, with this webinar, so we are, DepEd is doing their best to train the teachers. Well, it's true that we cannot reach everyone, but we must reach as many as we can. And we can achieve that by equipping ourselves to be a better teacher than we are than before. Okay.
Thank you so much. Ma'am Reverie?
Yes. Thank you so much. Hope that all the things that we learned today is something that we can put in our pocket and be ready to be used anytime in our respective classes, may it be synchronous or asynchronous, and in constructing our respective modules as well. And I hope you find Casio Calculator now as partner in creating wonderful materials for our students. So that's how we view it, kami po ni Sir Vidallo, and I hope everyone view the same way. Thank you po.
And lastly, ma'am, siguro Sir Joel, ano?
Ayan.
Sir Joel, and last word.
What else can I say? Nasabi na ng dalawa. Maraming salamat. Let's stay home and stay safe. Maraming salamat, everybody. See you again.
Again,
Thank you so much po sa inyo lahat.
so, as ng Department of Education, isa sa mandate natin is to promote quality education in times of pandemic at sama-sama tayo sa pagsulong ng isang Edukalidad.
Edukalidad.
Yes.
Ayan.
Maraming salamat po. Countdown na po tayo in 5, 4,
Thank you.
Shout out po kay Sine X.
1. Thank you. Bye.